Welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends get together and we like to play Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, we are on session 43 of our campaign. Last week, the party had arrived via their airship, the Westwind Wyvern, to the Cloud Giant Castle of Linar Mall. They saw it surrounded by several flying figures, some of which were humanoid, some of which were quadrupedal, and upon getting a little closer, tried to sneak their way into the cloud cover. Unfortunately, thanks to one critical failure, you guys didn't quite make the cut and were spotted. 5 griffins, as well as their riders, and a small battalion of Aarakocra arrived to intercept you. You guys managed to quickly dispose of the Aarakocra, which seemed to be made of snow. And Gulbrand, recognizing the Griffin riders as Griffin tribe Uthgard, tried to negotiate with them, only to find out that they seemed very hesitant, and the leader, a dark-skinned woman with long curly hair wielding a two-sided axe, was very vocal about the weaknesses of the Aarakocra. Once you dispatched the frozen feathered foes, you guys were able to parley with her a bit, as she had her tribe continue a attack formation without actually striking, and using her griffin to block the line of sight of herself. She spoke with you and told you that they had struck a bargain with the giants in order to preserve their stand, to prevent them from raiding it, as many of the other Uthgard stands have been. She was able to tell you that she could get you into the castle, or she could help conceal your entrance by pretending to attack your ship as it flew away while you guys snuck in on your mounts. You found this agreeable, and were able to find out that the Countess is torturing a dragon in the lower dungeons of the castle. You guys flew with the aid of a fog cloud, I believe, and were able to sneak onto the roof, where after dispatching a small group of Aarakocra before they were able to sound the alarm, good on y'all, y'all found a chamber with the navigation orb, a 10-foot wide glowing orb that was floating several feet off the ground. And Zarok, I believe, was able to identify it as a navigation orb, used to steer the castle and which direction it went. You guys made your way into a small small tower on the roof, where you found a hall of masks, which you were claimed 2 of which, I believe, and continued further up, battling 2 invisible stalkers, air elementals that seem to have some dark energy infused with them. You're not talking if you're trying to. Okay. Oh. You quickly dispatched them, and were able to claim some giant booty, including a few scrolls which you strapped to your mounts, and some potions. You also continued further up to find Sansuri's private chambers, and among other things, found a small chest, which I believe Josh again identified as the component needed to cast a very certain spell that brought into existence a magical chest, and could be used to store things that only the owner could access. This gave some foreshadowing that the conch could be in such a chest, and you guys gathered it in your person. After heading down, you guys descended 1 level deeper into the castle, and inspected a room filled that seemed to be a gallery with statues and artwork, very beautiful pieces of art, and were able to liberate a couple of them, including a portrait by the name of Thickerus, in which a cloud giant man was falling from the sky on wings that were crumbling. You continued to examine the halls, and upon opening the next door, found a cloud giant in what seemed to be his personal chambers, quite surprised at your appearance. And that, my dudes, is where we're going to pick up tonight's session.
Sucks to be him.
We'll see. Before we continue on that, though, any reminders, comments, questions, snide remarks, things that you missed from our 2 party members who are rejoining us? All right, sounds good.
I have a question.
Yeah, fire away.
Is a thickerus just an abacus that you use to measure the thickness of somebody? I'm curious.
Shut the fuck up. 100%. That is absolutely it.
So I'm assuming I rolled them hit dice because we took a short rest and everybody's good on HP. Like if I look around, nobody seems like they're battered or anything. do they?
I believe everyone's pretty good, but I'll let you
Okay.
guys confirm that.
Yeah,
For shit.
I think I was the worst, and now I'm fine
Okay.
as far as
What are
health.
the tiers again, Joey? I don't know. Maybe Joey can comment on
Half
Ark.
half HP is bloodied.
Mm.
Wait, yeah, half HP is bloodied, 25% is battered, and then 10% or less is critical.
Okay. Ark's not in any of those status conditions yet.
Yeah, he's pretty stocky. As you guys, or not Jordana, whoops, Pandora and Goldbrand sort of leading their way through this, open up the door. You see a very fine and tidy bedchamber with a soft bed, a rug, a bookshelf, and a full-size wisteria tree with globes of light drifting about it gently. Standing in the room, tending to the tree, is a handsome cloud giant dressed in fine robes. A morning star hangs on a metal ring on his belt, and a narrow silver crown rests upon his brow, beset with emeralds. The giant is facing the door as you peek around the corner and looks absolutely shocked at your entrance. I am going to post a quick picture of this dude, because he is a special cloud giant. And before you can even react, he speaks. Uthgard, I told you the pumpkins would be ready in a couple of days. Enola must not have informed you. I should be bringing them down shortly to give your griffins a tasty treat. Now, why are you in my quarters?
Wells, that's actually the long stories. He says as everyone hopefully files in the room so he can see there's quite a few of us. We're actually here. I'm here to get some things.
As the rest of you file in the room, his eyes widen a bit. Wait a minute, you're not all Uthgard.
Shut the door.
Are you adventurous?
Lock the door.
Kick the door shut behind me with my heel.
By the way, these are giant doors,
Yeah,
so you know,
Goldbrand
technically
might
they
have to
require
do it.
strength checks. Like,
Okay.
I imagine Ark behind you, just like.
In that event, it hurts my heel. I try to kick
Yeah,
it, but it
exactly.
doesn't do anything.
Oh wait, adventurers.
As you close the door, he tenses up a bit. Sorry, go ahead.
Sort of. We're close enough. Like I said, we're just here to get the things.
And what thing would that be? Snooping through Linar Mall like it was your own.
You know anything about the shell? A conch?
Oh, King Hecaton's conch. Why, yes, he gave it to my sister some time ago. Should we ever need to go to Maelstrom? Not that there's any need for that at the moment. That's what you've came all the way here for?
Mostly.
Not a deception check. He will say, wait, how long have you been in the castle? You haven't harmed the children, have you? I swear on the god of the cloud giants, I will strike you down now.
I don't think we've killed any children.
I have
any of
not
his
seen one
children.
single person smaller than myself that I have killed, for sure.
No, they wouldn't be smaller than you. He looks at Goldbrand and Ark. Perhaps smaller than the two of you, but if you lay a single hand on my niece and nephew, I swear it'll be the last thing that you ever do. Now, be plain. Why are you here?
Can you tell us how to get the conch?
Only Sensori knows where it is, and my sister is not likely to give it up willingly.
We're a sensory now.
You hear a roar from outside as once again the castle shakes a bit from the volume of this. Well, I would imagine downstairs, attempting to extract more information in her own crude way.
How do we get there?
You do have stairs where you're from, do you not?
No.
Which stairs do we take?
The ones that go down, simpleton.
You
Hey,
wouldn't mind
brother.
escorting us, would you?
Oh, no.
Ugh.
I'm
That's not a-
afraid, while I am not, while I am more on the pacifistic end of the spectrum, I cannot walk you to my sister, especially given that you're armed and likely dangerous.
Hmm.
You just seek the conch. Is this correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mostly.
Roll a deception check. I would say a disadvantage because you added the well, yeah. But just roll a regular deception check.
So, meta talk. Should we ask him
Mhm.
about the Nightstone?
Probably not gonna go well.
I
was
think as soon
debating if
as
we should.
I didn't have.
if we mention the Nightstone, I feel like allying with any of the cloud giants is off the table. Like I don't know if we would come back for it, or
Oh,
like
whoops.
maybe there's a way to get it now. But
It's also her brother, so
yeah, my other thought is we can just clear the fucking castle if y'all want. I'll do
While
it.
that's
I'll
happening, I
kill
just look around at you guys and I'm like, why is this guy being so pissy and why are you being so shady?
I kind of like him.
it.
I don't know why.
Well, he didn't hit you right away, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, he was
Um,
cool. He's talking.
With his insight check, he will say, "Now come now, I am not a fool. I was not born yesterday. One does not simply get all the way up here just to take a simple conch back home with them. Well, except for that boy Jacques, but to be fair, we dropped a few beans, he's planted them and got up here of his own accord, but that's entirely unrelated to this tale."
I always say it that way because I imagine that this cat and her dragon friend are probably going to swipe a few trinkets and odds and ends along the way.
Another
deception
deception check? Yeah. Well, that is correct. That is not the only reason you say that.
nice.
Oh, and nat
nat
20.
There we go.
And that one. Fuck. I love, by the way, that Bergen has a -1 to deception. That's so fucking fitting. Well, I understand that we do have quite a few glorious things in our castle. I cannot escort you, but do you wish to have an audience with her?
No, we would prefer privately.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people would be thrilled that we're actually here right now.
Oh, she will surely not be, no. She'll be positively pissed.
I'm an absolute idiot and I have no clue what's going on, so I'm like, I'll talk to her.
And you are not likely to find her alone, wherever you find her.
I mean, we could talk to her and the dragon.
I
Felgus.
don't know.
No, I mean, she's down there
Excuse
with the
me?
dragon. We can talk.
Did you? Okay.
Vogelis? We know that name.
Oh, yeah,
Did
by
we
the
know
way,
that? That was who
Dragon,
it
we
was?
did know that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Brandon and, oh, no, Brandon was here for part of that. Yeah, you did find out that the dragon down in the basement was Felgus, the bronze
okay.
dragon that you guys had met at the, at Zephyros' tower. And you guys had pieced together quite a few bits of information. That when you last saw Felgus, the reason he was going to meet Zephyros is because he was asking about Sansori, to see if she was the one responsible for taking the Nightstone. He had heard Cloud Giants had done it. He figured that Zephyros might know who. Thankfully, you guys had told Zephyros that it was the Cloud Giants. You had also found out, or recalled, that the Westwind Wyvern, when they first saved you at the collapsing Eye of the Allfather, that they were searching for Felgus. And when you guys did not come back from the Fey realm right away, that they continued their search until you returned. So he's been missing for some time, you gather. Also, this is meta-wise, DM made a mistake. Technically, you shouldn't have been able to scry on him, and that's why they had to search for him physically. So that's my fuck up, but I didn't think about it at the time. So you got some free fucking foresight. We'll say that Lathander was like, move past that fucking
deep
bear.
down in our hearts, we knew. We knew who it was.
Yeah. Trying to remember what was said right before that detour. Oh, he asked you about Felgus.
Would you be opposed with us leaving here with him?
Oh, I personally would not be, but I'm not the Count of the castle, or the Countess in this case. While I am Count Thelen, a pleasure to make your acquaintance, by the way, I simply...
Cool.
Countess Sansori is, what's the word? Abrasive? Asinine? She's a bitch. I'm afraid she's very unlikely to let you leave with whatever you've already taken, especially considering that you're wearing a couple of her masks.
You're right. Sorry to bother you. We'll be on our way.
No. I can't simply allow you to wander through the castle unsupervised either.
That's what I'm
Perhaps
saying.
I should call the guards.
The door is
That won't be
closed.
necessary.
I think maybe you should not do that. Do your
Yeah, you
point
say-
fingers work? Where's the stairs?
I
You
think
say you're
we're
not
going to just
confrontational, right?
leave,
I-
quit while we're ahead.
You're so
I
cool,
prefer-
let us kill you.
No, really, what
Oh.
Bergen said.
Well, if that's how it must be, then that's how it must be. I am a pacifist in every possible effort, but when pushed to no other option, I will defend myself and my loved ones. And
about-
Or
Get
you could just sit the fuck
pacified.
down and stay here
With-
for an hours, and then go about your fucking lives.
I command him to grovel.
well, when
Fuck,
when
no,
he
no,
tells
no, no,
when
no.
he tell before Goldbrand said his thing, when he tells you he will defend himself if he must, he burst into a thick mist, wisps of clouds, and seems to disappear.
I got it in my mouth.
Gross. Now, you guys, anyone who wants to can make an Arcana check.
Fucks,
2 people, I'll say, can make an Arcana check.
fucks all of
Yeah,
that.
He
Where the
plus
fucks did he
two.
go?
I guess I'll do one of these things.
Makes me
One
want
of
to
them
raid.
there.
I
Go
heard
ahead, burn
stories
it.
that
Oh, what
vampires
a roll.
could do that. Maybe this cloud giant's a vampire.
A 10. What did you roll, Braden?
I didn't, but let's see. There it is.
I think you have the second highest Arcana. so-
Yes.
Nice.
That was definitely.
You recognize this. It seems similar to a Misty Step, which you know has a limited range. He didn't poof out of existence. He's somewhere within, you gather, 30 to 60 feet.
Is that a window right there? Can we see out of it?
You certainly can.
Wait, oh
I-
man. I was waiting
have
to
to-
scrolled up.
I put him in the darkness just to hide him, so when y'all see me moving him on the thing, that wasn't where he was going. That was just where where it was easiest to go. Looking out the window, you see quite a bit. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Fucking goddamn Hotel Transylvania. Fucking bullshit. Sorry, my kid's been obsessed lately.
I see.
Didn't realize that was Adam Sandler either, so when I realized that, I was even more mad.
Oh, what do you got against Adam Sandler?
I mean, I part of me loves him for like Big Daddy and 8 Crazy Nights, but then part of me's like, bruh's just the same dude in every fucking one of his movies and just hires all of his bros, which I can respect, but it's just
He
Yeah.
I don't
does
know.
have some god awful roles, but that's squirrel, whatever.
Out into the courtyard, you see a few things. You see a few of these large telescopes that you notice on the higher banisters as well. You see more stones that the cloud giants probably use as ammo. And you see what appears to be a large glass dome. A greenhouse? It's opaque. You can't quite make... Not opaque. Translucent. You can't quite see through it clearly, but you do see that it's made of glass. You do not see any sign of Count Thelen.
I'd say then we run back into the hallway.
Yeah, let's
Maybe,
just
maybe we just, or maybe we just
Get-
try to get down to the dragon. Should we
That's what I'm-
tell?
I'm with
Yeah.
that.
Should we tell Tajin that we found Fegalis? Do you? I
Dude,
wonder,
Yeah.
Certainly can.
did we see that room? Like, is it open? It's not open.
You haven't seen that room, no.
Yeah.
You know it's down, but you're on, I think, level 3 of 6. Y'all cleared... Wait. Yeah, y'all cleared the rooms above you. The tower. You've cleared part of this level, but there's still at least 2 levels below you.
So I guess we'll
I
start,
say let's run to this door.
start heading down.
Down to head
As
down,
you
but
walk back out, as you walk
No,
back
I'm
into the
running.
hallway...
This dude just
Well,
disappeared. We're trying.
Well, you got the door's gotta open, so at one point Goldbrand opens it, you all rush out, and standing there in the hallway is Count Thelen. He says, "I'm quite sorry to do this, but I simply must." And he thrust forward his hand, and the hallway fills as a massive gust of wind that blasts open this door on the back. And I need everyone to
Dex
make a
save.
save. I think it is Dex, but I'm gonna double check. Where the
Come
fuck is
on,
it?
I got a +7 to Dex.
Gust of wind.
Come on, Dex.
Wisdom.
Strength saving throw, actually.
Oh,
Ah, dang it! I was hoping for the big Dex.
Do like some big decks.
Oh, come on, Bergen. Me and you are just gone.
bro.
I think most of you are, if I'm gonna be honest.
All of us.
Devin, why don't you throw in some battle music for me, man?
Oh, that was a nat 1.
Oh.
So this hallway turns into a wind tunnel. Absolutely incredibly difficult. The DC was a 15. Goldbrand passes,
And it's the only one.
and Pandora passes. Everyone else... Oh god, Ark might go over the fucking edge. Jesus.
No, that sucks.
Everyone else is pushed out of the door and into the courtyard. We'll say right above the 27 here, please. Goldbrand, you can be in the hallway here, and Pandora can be in the hallway here. I will draw a quick little box just so you guys have an idea of how big this thing is. And it is 60 feet? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. As this entire area just becomes a tempest in this hallway. Let me move the other motherfuckers.
So I put my token on the thing, and it's really big for some reason.
Big boy. Quit moving. There you go. That's still a little big, but that's okay. Put you guys in these squares here. What was that? What was that, Davos? You got something to say?
Just the SpongeBob picture is all.
Yeah, accurate. Ark, I'm gonna say since he got a nat 1, he's pushed all the way to the end of the line, back here. And that was his action. For his, for a free action, he will say, Queens, defend me. And you, those of you who are outside, even over this thunderous wind, hear the sound of 32 metal helmets turning your direction as every piece on that chessboard turns its attention to you. And with that, my dudes, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, who has the lowest?
Correct me if I'm
intelligence? Who's
wrong, but there's
terrified of
only
chess?
2 queens on a chess table.
There's 2 queens and all of their pawns, knights, bishops, rooks, and kings.
Bro, what the actual?
Ooh,
Oh, man.
fun stuff. Great. Good on y'all.
How big are these squares?
Bro, what the?
This, for the purposes of this, oh god, for the purposes of this, the squares are 5 feet. They're technically 10 foot, but that just makes everything so tedious. So we're simplifying some things.
Jesus.
Because of that, these chess pieces are going to look really small, but we'll work it out.
Gotta go get a beer. I'm freaking rolling a 1.
Don't feel bad because I did too.
All right, Devin, if you'll get music, Brandon, if you'll read those out to me. I see a 6 for Davos.
8 for Golly. 2 for Zarok. 9 for Bergen. 18 for Pandora. 21 for Arcanox.
At least not all of y'all rolled like shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna throw this up here. And with that, Arcanox, he's at the very end of the chamber. He sees all of these helmets turn. He's at the very end of this wind tunnel. Because he's at the end, he doesn't have to make a save at the start of his turn, but he can feel the tempestuous force raging against him. I will say he'll try to move forward, and then you all see that it's difficult for him. You gather that this is difficult terrain. For every foot forward you move, it counts as 2 feet of movement. So he uses 10 movement, decides that he's not going to make any progress there, backs out to the side, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to fire. And as for these chess pieces, most of them are suits of armor that are roughly the size of a human. They look different from each different type of piece. Each of their helms are slightly different, except for the pawns, of course. But that's what those look like. But the queens stand out as particularly fearsome, taller than the other pieces, with an ominous red glow from within them. The rest of you don't see them yet, so I don't think Ark would know who they are to make a history check. But they are spoopy AF. I think he's going to try to do some range. He's going to fire off... Oh, they are grouped together. I think he's going to use a breath weapon. But I don't want to use that without him being here. I'll have him use a charge of the Oni's mace instead. Devin, will you mark off a charge of the Oni's mace and roll for the... I forget what it's called.
The Red Death's Rage?
Yes, that is the name of the mace. There's an ability it has. Let me see. Sting of the Night. Range spell attack, 30 feet. There, he's within that. Okay, so roll the hit.
Sorry, I don't know. I can see the damage, but
Excellent. 17. Oh. That does not hit, actually. You watch as it collides with one of these suits of armor, but does not seem to take purchase. As we go to the first queen. We'll do A is white. You watch. You guys see a large row of hedges, but rising above it, flying into the air now, you see a helmed horror, which some of you may know is a type of construct that is pretty fucking terrifying. She's going to go 10 feet up and 20 feet forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's actually only going to go 5 feet up so that she can hit... Bloop. So that she can hit Ark. She's going to make 2 swings with her Morningstar. Or wait, 1 swing. Let me confirm that. It is 2 swings. A 24 and a nat 1. There's no one for her to hit around her. So for the 24, Ark is going to take 8 points of piercing damage. If you'll tell me his maximum, I'll put that on, or what we think he's at.
What's on his sheet is 66 currently.
Okay, so he's going to go down to 58 as we go to Pandora. Devin, I'll let you run her real quick, and I'll grab some musica.
I was about to say I can't make it work. So
it's stupid.
I'm kind of ignoring just
Going mobile.
her.
Gotcha.
Does Pandora have to make a save at the start of her turn?
She does a strength save.
Whoa.
21. Okay.
I kind of feel like she would start shooting at him.
Yeah. You know what? With a 21, I'll even say that she can sidestep with no movement. She can sidestep into the doorway here to where she's not quite in the main channel of the beam. She can fire. I think it has disadvantage, but let me confirm.
That's what I would do. Shoot at this motherfucker making the bullshit. She likes to shoot stuff, right?
It does not say that they have disadvantage. So I'll go ahead and fire off a shot.
26.
26 certainly hits. 13 points of damage to Count Thulin.
Does he have to make a save?
Why would he have to make a save?
The spell.
Oh, a concentration save.
Yeah.
It is concentration, and he will. What's his charisma? Or no, excuse me, wisdom. A 14, which beats the damage, so he's good.
Bonus action hide.
Excellent.
Well,
Let's try that and see if that'll work.
Just rogues doing rogue things.
YouTube links can't be played through bots. Interesting.
Spotify won't work either. At least I could get it to work.
Can you get it to work on Discord?
Well, not. Oh,
oh, hello.
what'd you do?
You have to type it in like a search query rather than a YouTube link.
Interesting.
Okay, it's actually pretty decent, so I'll take it. All right. As we go to Count Thulin, Count Thicky Boy, who is a little frustrated with the attacks. He's going to step forward. No, he has a 10-foot reach. He's gonna pop you, Goldbrand, with 2 swings of his Morningstar, a 22 and a 25. Oh my God! You take 42 points of damage as he wallops you twice with this mace.
Not bad.
Jump out the window, bro.
After that is our first set of the animated armors, the white set. You watch as, like a phalanx, they advance forward together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not quite close enough to get to Ark. Also going to make them bigger because they are technically occupying a square each, but for the purposes of this. As they begin to descend into what is essentially a choke point in the courtyard. And after them... Oh god, is it the other armor set? Oh, Jesus.
No bueno.
Make sure that's- Oh no, it's actually the other queen. The other queen...
Oh my god, was I unmuted that all the time? I'm sorry.
You bastard, it's okay. The other queen will also rise 5 feet up into the air. And she gets 25 feet of movement then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to swoop around to the back of him, and she's going to make 2 swings with her longsword. I don't think either of those hits. A 12 and a 16. That might hit, actually. Does 16 hit Arc?
I think 16 meets. Let me check.
Okay.
No.
Excellent. Okay, so neither of her hits land as we go to Bergen. Bergen, you see a phalanx of white chess pieces advancing forward as 2 flying queens are attacking Arcanox. I also need you to make a strength save.
Oh, so that wind is like just constantly going there?
Continuous, yes.
Ugh.
If you smack him, he has to make a save against it, though.
That is true. Ooh, okay, you were pushed back 15 feet.
What about here? Well, I imagine I'm gonna get out of that. Well, is
Probably a good call.
part of my movement speed?
One more time.
Is that 15 feet count as part of my movement speed?
No, it does not. No, you're forced that much.
Alright, I'm gonna get as close up to Arc as I can from there. I don't know if I can get this far, but I will try. Alright. And then I think I'm gonna cast, and how big are these squares again? You said 5?
5 feet, yes.
Can I cast 10-foot wall of ice between these 2 hedges to like...
You absolutely can. I was hoping somebody would.
That's fine.
Excellent. Now, I think that's like a 60-foot thing. Is that correct?
Let
Can be up
me-
to 60 feet, I believe.
So you could, yeah, let's see.
Up
All
to
ice
like
is altered.
10 feet. 10 feet panels.
Oh, 10-foot square panels. So, 10 foot? 10 foot? Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
See,
So that's 100 feet.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought at first too, but the first time I brought that up, you guys seemed to think that wasn't the case. So I'm not sure.
No, I think you're right. You're also, so I'm gonna delete the wall I just put. You get to basically shape a wall. So shape that how you want it. You can put it through creatures, and these creatures will have to make a dex save or take damage. And since it's 10 foot high, I think it'll affect the queens too. They'll have to make saves as well.
All right. Let's see here. Is there a tool or something I should use to do that, or should I just like kind of ping and let you do that?
So there's a little paintbrush tool up in the upper left corner. It might be a square or something right now, but you can turn it to a paintbrush and then do
Is the square filled, or is it?
yes. Since it's a 10-foot, since they're 10-foot segments, that's gonna be let's just do 5-foot segments, but you still get 10 of them. So you get to pick 10 squares that you basically block off with the ice.
Okay. Let's see.
Fuck
I
'em.
think I'll go here.
Excellent.
Here.
Yeah, buddy.
Here. 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 Here.
Now remember, if you go through a creature space, you can make it make a save. Just friendly reminder for that.
Six. Alright.
It'll-
And then this should be 7, 8, 9. And I'll go. Whoops. Ooh. Disregard that last part. From here to here, if I can.
Excellent.
Damn.
All right, so solid move by. You watch as Bergen throws out his hand, and the ring on his gauntlet glows a bright blue as frost creeps up his arm and spews out this frosty slush that just builds and rises and forms this immense wall. As 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna say 4 of them have to make saves. 3 of them are just regular Helm Tours. That's a nat 1. That's a 9. That's a 5. So those 3 do it, and then the Queen, she rolled slightly better. What's your DC?
Let's see here. My spell saving DC, my
Yes, sir.
7?
16, I believe.
16.
Then she fails as well. We're gonna roll that 10d6. Beautiful. 29. Excellent. You watch as this burst of frosty energy comes in and actually eliminates 3. Oh no, 29. Shit. They are grievously wounded, but they are not quite dead yet.
Oh, this fucking ring. Alright, I look at Ark and I say, we should probably work on that giant if we can find a way to get to him. Then we won't have to worry about the rest of these fuckers.
Have the
Push
same
back.
thought. I think I can make the wind go away. I hope.
That was a action. What's it got anything to do for bonus action?
Yes, sir. An excellent use of an action.
Look at sir, look at some go.
MVP.
Nope.
Nothing for the bonus? Okay.
No.
With that, we're going to move on to Gully Boy.
Oh boy. Goldbrand is going to get some strength save, right?
Indeed.
That's the start of his turn before he rages, so he doesn't have advantage. Oh no.
So you only have advantage while you're raging?
I believe so, yeah.
I see. Okay.
Because it's not a deck save.
You are pushed 15 feet back.
Interesting.
So I was thinking you were in this square, so 5, 10, 15. You're just holding onto the doorway.
5, 10, 15, 20. So I can get back to it. Goldbrand will...
Well, it's half movement. It's difficult terrain.
Oh.
So you can get within 1 square of him, but not quite all the way up on him. Or no, you have 45 feet of movement. You can get there.
I can get there. I don't think I will, though. Well,
Okay.
I guess I will get as close as I can because I am going to still use the scythe. But going to get as close as I can, and because he may push me back again. 10, 20, 30, 40. Bonus action rage.
Good call.
And take my attacks. You know.
Get him. Excellent. Both of those hit.
Damage for the first one.
Are you popping any charges with this?
I'm going to pop the second one for a charge. 12.
That's 24 without the charges. Whoops.
Can I do it?
I accidentally gave him 100 extra hit points earlier. I've remedied it, but my bad.
I can't do that this turn. Disregard that damage.
You can't
I-
do.
I
Oh, because you
bonus
used your
action
bonus
for
action.
rage.
You're right. You're right. Thank you for being honest. Okay.
Does that does he pass that save?
So he has to
Both
pass.
of those saves?
So technically, the save is 10 for each. He has to roll 2 saves because it's either half the damage or a 10. He passes the first one. He
Oh.
passes the second one.
Damn. Rage damage
Um,
doesn't matter. Regardless, add 4 for rage.
Thank you. Rage damage would not. It's a con save. Yeah, rage damage does not make a difference. For that particular, you gather that even though these are the not the most muscular giants you've seen, they're rather lithe by comparison. He's still they're still pretty stocky.
Doesn't have to be this
Hey,
way.
Burb and Ben,
Yeah,
how's it going, homies?
it's going. Had a day, but here I am.
Oh well, let's get drunk and make that better, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me set the scene for you. You guys encountered Is Ben with you, by the way? Oh, perfect
yeah,
timing.
There he is.
Said his name and he was there, just like the devil. Perfect. You see, you guys had ran into a giant who actually seemed rather amicable and was talking to you, believing you originally to be Uthgard barbarians, and then finding out that you were not, was very curious why you were in his castle. You guys expressed that you were seeking out Sansori. He revealed himself to be Sansori's brother, and could not let you walk around the castle unseen. So, once things seemed to escalate toward battle, he teleported into this hallway, turned it into a wind tunnel, blasted all of you back. Ark, you got a nat 1 on your save, almost flew over the fucking edge.
Well, damn.
And he commanded his queens, quote unquote, to defend him. And you watched as the 32 chess pieces on the board turn their attention to you.
Nice.
Ark, you went in swinging, attacking a few of them. Bergen managed to put up a wall of ice to sort of separate them. It can be broken. It will deal damage when it does, but the two queens fly, so they can get over them. One of them is behind you, about 5 feet in the air, the black queen. One of them, the white queen, is on the other side of the wall. And with that, it is the black chess pieces' turn. I should make them all one unit. They are going to advance forward. These four... Oh, interesting. Yeah. You watch as the Black Queen seems to be giving them commands, actually. And these four here are going to move over to this chunk of ice and begin wailing on it. They don't get to add a whole lot to their attack. +4. What was the AC of that wall? 12? Okay. 2 hits. Excuse me, 1 hit. 2 hits. As they deal a small chunk to a part of the wall down here. I'm going to actually just... right here. They're going to go... Oh, that's huge. Okay, I'll resize that, but... As they break down a part of that wall. Fuck. Do the fucking thing, you piece of fucking shit. Thank you. That wall is at 20 HP. These four here are going to do the same down here. They're going to try to break through this part. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. From those 5, they deal 15 damage. And these last black pieces through here. They're going to march through this, go to this wall, and they're going to try to attack these 2 segments, 3 on each. 2 hits. So these 3 hit. 2 more hits. Those 3 hit. Okay, so they deal 15 damage. You watch as this small army of animated chess pieces just start to go to town on the walls there, and you watch as it cracks. And Bergen, you get the sense that they won't hold up very long against this many foes. However, you also know from your encounter with Gideon, when you previously used this spell, that it will leave behind a mist that causes damage, which is very excellent. With that, we go to Davos the Dawnbringer. I know you're mobile, my dude. Tell us what you want to do.
I'm able to do my rolls. So here's my strength save.
Excellent.
It is a 3.
Oh, a 3. You are pushed back 15 feet, so you're at the very end of this.
And I'm going to... The chess pieces are made of metal?
Yes, they are also behind a 10-foot wall right now.
Would I be able to cast a spell?
If it
Through the wall?
depends on line of sight, you can't see them. You can see the Black Queen that's floating by Birkin.
Alright.
Fucking digging this fucking music.
Alright, I'll just do what I was gonna do anyway. If that's all I could see, I'm gonna use Shatter.
Shatter, excellent. Okay.
I will place it to where none of my people will get hurt, and hopefully as many people as possible.
You're trying to cast it on the Does
black-
it have to be an area you see, or the Black Queen? You can hit just the Black Queen.
It's a 10-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, you could set it to where you could hit just her, we'll say. Because you could cast it up as well. You know, it doesn't have to be right on the ground. So, yeah, okay. Roll your damage for that. She'll make a save. What kind of save is that?
It's going to be a con save of 14, and she has disadvantage if she's made of metal, crystal, or stone.
Excellent. She certainly is. Disadvantage. Her con's not bad, so let's see. She needs to roll an 11 or higher. A 10 and a 17. But disadvantage, that's right. So she does not pass. What's your damage?
It's going to be 15.
15. Excellent. The air explodes with this thunderous boom as Davos strums his lute, and you watch as the Black Queen is knocked back, and I'll even say that takes her out of the sky and puts her back on the ground. Bonus action.
Nothing. I'm gonna move out of the wind, so
Cool.
y'all can move me wherever.
I'll move you right about here. Okay. Z, make a straight save, and then what you got?
All right, let's see. Man, that I literally rolled another one.
Ooh, you're gonna be rolled double the distance. Oh, actually, you slam into the greenhouse. You traveled 10 feet. Where's my other D10? There we go. I need you to take... Oh, it's rolling like a Beyblade. 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you smash into the glass of this. You don't shatter it, but you do feel a hefty hit. You still have your action, bonus action, and your movement. What you got?
All right. Shoot. Can I see the giant at all through this? Like with the
You
red
can,
over-
yeah. It's not, it does not block your vision, just it impedes your movement. It's like looking at a hurricane.
Okay, I think he's. This is tough.
He's about 60 feet away.
Okay, that works out. I want
yeah.
to try and cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Excellent, yeah.
That's
What's the save on that?
a terrible roll? It is a Wisdom save.
16. Attaboy. That does some other stuff too, yeah.
Where did Cunt Felon go? There he is. Wisdom save? His wisdom's pretty solid. Oh, that's the wrong dice. You got a 16. He just meets, I'm sorry. 13 plus 3. What? Does he take half?
I think it's half damage.
Okay. We round that up.
Yes.
Oops. Excellent. Okay. You still have your bonus action.
Bonus action, I'll do the handy, create some magic stones, and then I'm gonna scuttlebutt my butt out of this stupid wind path.
Excellent. Ark, your move. You have a queen chess piece behind you and a wall of ice on the other side. Which is beginning to crack as you gather the chess pieces beyond it are making their way through. Trying to.
So I have a queen directly behind me.
Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, he's not in the... Oh,
He's-
yeah, one more time, Ben?
Oh, hold on, he's fixing it. He's on mute. There you go.
Is there any way to resize the? I'm sorry, but like resize now that we have so many people. The on Roll20, the name things at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, there is a way. I figured it out.
Yes.
I did it.
If you go to the gear on the far right, you can change it to where it just shows the name instead of the name and icon. And that should free up a good bit of room for you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
What you got, Ark?
I think he's still on mute. Oh. No, go back.
Ah, what the fuck?
Why?
Oh, okay, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Alright, so the queen was behind me, right?
Yes.
I had a queen. Yeah, because they're all pulling both.
I'm still having a little trouble hearing you, dude. I'm gonna turn my.
You know what? All right, so you said the queen was behind me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm getting Barbara to swing for me because my beyond is not responding.
Okay, no problem. I also have your character sheet up. If Barb does not yet have it up.
I don't actively have it up, but I can get it.
Okay,
if
no
you-
worries. I'll go ahead and
Well,
roll.
Julie has it ready. You can on my computer for freedom.
All right. Unfortunately, neither of those swings hit. She is very well armored. Would you like to use your bonus action swing as well?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna hit her again.
Excellent. Oh, 24, that hits. So you do make purchase. I will also remind you that if you would like, you can pop a charge to deal some extra damage, but I'll leave that up to you.
You know what? Give her the extra damage.
One more time?
Yes.
Give it. The
Okay, cool. So that is going to deal an extra 2d6. She has to make a con save. She rolled a 7, so she fails, and takes an extra 8 points of damage as Ark just tears into her with this mace. She is looking pretty rough. She is bloodied. With that, we round to, I think, our white chess pieces. Let me go back to our tracker. Oh no, our white queen, actually. The white queen on the other side of the wall is going to fly over the wall. She's going to come over 5, 10, 15, 20. I like to think that, like chess pieces, she either moves entirely straight or entirely diagonal. And she's going to go for a couple swings on Davy Boy. Ooh, a nat 20. And
Miss.
so 20 total and a 26. I think the 26 hits. Does the 20
Both hit.
both hit? Okay. So I need you to take 24 points of damage. As she comes up, she basically, like, almost superhero jumps over the wall and then comes down with the Morning Star and smacks you. Take
I
that
would
damage.
like to.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
what?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say reaction melee hit.
Yeah, popper. And as he rolls that Pandora, you're next. What you
Okay.
got,
That was
girl?
a 24 hit.
It does. It does indeed. Roll damage.
14.
14. Excellent hit. She is also looking kind of fucked up now. She took... You see a bit of frost on her armor, and as your longsword strikes her, you watch as some of the metal cracks. The intense cold meeting with the natural heat of your holy blade seems to be putting up a pretty good fight. Pandora, what you got, girl?
Okay, so freshen me up here, because I'm right here, right? Like,
Yep.
Yes, you are
Okay.
hidden. You
I
shot
am
at
hidden.
him. You shot at him last turn and hit.
What was her stealth check?
23. I'll have to.
something
okay.
ridiculous, probably.
He's, Count Thulin has a pretty solid perception, so I'm gonna roll that real quick, and we'll see if he passes it. That doesn't look like
It was
an
a-
18,
It was a
25.
27. Excuse me.
Damn.
Thank God. No, yeah. Yeah, change the number after I roll.
I'm
Fuck you,
sorry.
David. No,
I can-
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I'll screenshot you if you want.
No, I trust you, dude. You're good. Excellent. Barb, you are hidden from the Count. He does not see you. You are a sight to behold. A
I
sight
am I'm
unable
here
to
fuck
behold,
this
I
guy
guess.
up, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need him alive for any reason.
Right now he's not looking bloodied, so you gather you're not going to kill him with whatever you fire at him. But, we'll
You
see.
say that.
Sneaky bastard might get away.
Yeah, he might. At this
Also
point,
fair.
just wipe the castle. I feel like kill them all. Take the castle.
19. I think that meets. That actually exceeds. It doesn't just meet. So he takes 22 points of damage.
As I pop back into the kitty multiverse.
The kitty multiverse. Fantastic. But a 30. Solid. There's no way he can see you with that. With the 27 as is, he had to roll a nat 20. So, all right. We go to, actually, I believe him. Let me scroll through fucking 30 goddamn animated armors. Yep. Count Thulin is next. he, having just been smacked with this, is feeling a little frustrated. He's concentrating, so he can't cast that. That's also concentration. Fantastic. He's going to upcast a Thunder Wave. He's going to put it between Goldbrand and where he saw Pandora just shoot, or where he saw the arrow come from. So you're still going to have to make a save. I need both of you to make a con save.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, bitch.
Con save. I don't think I have advantage on those while I'm reading.
Hold on. Let me use a luck point and hope for the best. No.
Ooh, okay. So both of you fail. He's casting it at another level, so he's going to deal 3d8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to add something to that? Where's my other d8? There it is. 2d8. Okay, no. 5 plus 6, 11. Each of you take 11 points of damage. Goldbrand, yours is half to 5. And you're pushed 10 feet away from him. So Goldbrand, you go 10 feet back. Barbara, you're pushed sort of further into the room right about here. As we go to our first set of the animated armors.
Hey, Joey, did I take damage from that, or that was just a pushback?
You do take 11 points of damage.
11. Okay, gotcha.
All right, as the white pieces begin their assault, those two are going to attack that piece. Oh, another 20, so that's double damage, so that's it's going to be another 15. Those four are going to try to attack that one. Oh, those both fail. One of those passes. That 15 becomes a 10. And then those two, one pass. And one more pass. Oh, I still have one more of those, don't I? Okay, yeah, just one more. Excellent. As we go to the Black Queen, the Black Queen, having her shit fucked up, is going to go ahead. I think she's going to... Ark is laying some heat on her, so she's going to go for you. 2 swings of the longsword. That fails. 17 plus 6. A 23, I think, hits.
Yeah.
Take 8 points of damage to Arkanox as we round to Bergie Boy.
Bergen's going to restart his computer.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
Let me put chat up so I'll see the next one.
How's everybody look? It's the most Bergen question I can ask.
That's a very good Bergen question.
Hey, Bergen's back.
That was quick.
I'm almost bloodied, almost halfway.
Anyone else close to bloodied? Goldbrand took a big hit earlier.
I am bloody. I'm almost bloodied.
But Bergen would know that his healing spells don't work on you right now.
Yeah, it's rude. It's unfortunate.
Bergen, it is your turn, my dude. What would you like to do?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
Sorry,
damage, bro.
I had some weird audio fucking problem glitched out. I couldn't get it back, so I just had to restart. So I don't know what exactly I missed. Did somebody get fucked up or something? I heard y'all talking about hit points.
Yeah, well, your turn came around and I asked how everyone looked because I figured that's what you would do. And then you came back.
Yeah.
So,
Good old Bergen standard.
And
I'm
you're
good.
the worst
Go
looking,
damage.
but I can't do nothing for you now. Let's see. So I am going to. What is this here? Is that the
just
queen?
one of the,
That is the Black Queen, yeah.
Okay.
You know she's well armored and she's beyond bloodied. She's not quite battered yet, but she's feeling it.
The White Queen's over here.
Okay.
Yes.
And is she in the air or is she on the ground?
The White Queen is about 5 feet up in the air. The Black Queen is on the ground.
On the ground. Okay. So all right. She's right in my face. All right. I'm gonna. Yep. I'm gonna cast fucking spiritual weapon.
Fucking.
In order again. Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't apologize. I love it. Where do you want it?
Yeah, to restart everything. So I'm gonna stick it in. Yep, right there, pretty much, but closer to the black one because that's who I'm going for, the Black Queen.
Okay. Go ahead.
Queen, and then Chapow. What level was that? There.
Oh, a 13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright.
You still have your action.
Yep. I would normally be shooting mace, but I'm in her face, so I imagine I'll just
Regular mace.
pow.
Regular nobles. Regular. Oh, excellent. Yeah, even with her stout armor, you do manage to pop her down a bit. She is now in critical territory, I think? Maybe a little
If I-
above critical, but she's close.
Can't
Number
I'm
one
gonna
cleric in
move-
Faerun.
Yeah.
Certified.
Yeah, you can move there without leaving her range, so she wouldn't be able to pop you. You're not quite in a square, though, so I would, pick either left or right. Neither way, she'll get an opportunity attack. Goldbrand, what you got?
Goldbrand's gonna keep going and try to break his concentration on this and just, I guess, keep an eye on him.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
Hit
have
him.
to be this way, but he's kind of made it this way.
Both of those hit?
So +4 total for rage damage,
Oh, God.
and I
Oh,
am
my God.
I am going to use the charge this
Hang on,
time.
that's 39 points of... Hang on. That's 39 points of damage.
God.
Fucking tastic. So you're gonna pop a charge?
Yeah.
Do it, Daddy. Extra 7. You get those 7 hit points back.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Oh, he's beyond bloodied now. You fucked him up.
Doesn't have to be this ways. You can just go in theirs and not comes out for 4 hours.
And let you slaughter my sister. Do you really think that's an option for me?
Don't you
Yes.
get the rule after that?
If I wanted to rule, don't you think I would? I have no aspirations for rulership. I hate the way my sister is running things, but I cannot let you slaughter her.
Then get the fuck out. Get the fuck out and don't comes back. Or dies. In this castles.
Make either a persuasion or an intimidation check. If you choose intimidation, you can make it as a, we'll just say an athletics check, because honestly, intimidation shouldn't be charisma.
Yeah.
That's a big...
And that goes for you too, Ben. Oh, a
That wasn't
13.
great.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Guess we'll just have to kill him. Makes me sad.
He goes, he looks at you, even if I wanted to, even if I could let you go and kill her, leave her children orphaned, leave this castle without a proper ruler, it cannot be. With that, we round to the other queen, the Black Queen, who is getting her shit wrecked. She, I don't know why it dropped her. I accidentally dropped her armor class instead of her HP earlier. She is going to go for... Bergen just popped her, so she's going to swing on you twice. One of those, I think, hits 17? Does not hit a Bergen. Correct?
Correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't the Helmtormer. This is the black suits of armor. So in that case, we'll count that first hit, but it does beat a 10. Okay, so we'll do one more on that. So you watch as this segment of wall... I'm gonna redraw it, but... Fuck. You fucking bitch. If I would have thought of it, I would have drawn these as individual segments. There we go. This segment here is shattered. It leaves behind its gas. Those two are going to go on that one. One of those breaks. There's one more in that range, so he'll go for it too. That one does not hit. Those 4 are going to go on that. That's no hits. 1 hit. And then those 4 blacks are going to go up there. Wow, 4 blacks. That just doesn't sound right. 1 hit. 2 hits. Forgive me for the things I've done. I never meant to hurt no one. You watch as the first of the wall shatters through, and since they still have their movement, they're going to try to pass through it. What's the damage they take when they do that? 5d6?
That's a pretty
They have to
solid
make
amount.
a con save.
Yeah.
Yep. Or
So
5d6
one-
cold damage on them.
These
That's
4
good.
are going to try to walk through. Con saves, they don't get to add a lot to this. They got a +2. Neither of those pass. It's 4? Yeah. 1 passes. So Ark, I'm going to move you for just a second so I can get to this token. 18 points. Excellent. Fuck me. Get out of here. Excellent. Go ahead and go Davos, and I'll do their hit point adjustments.
If they play an 8
Alright, I'm gonna just do 2 attacks on the White Queen real quick.
Get it?
if Peter starts dancing with
And
Sarah,
that one
I'll
failed?
film
I'm
it.
going to have...
And so
Do you
Peyton
need
was
me to
running
roll?
and dancing and
I
these
got
girls
a
were-
19, which is a crit.
that was it.
Yeah,
A
I know, but
19 total or
Okay.
a 19 plus something?
the 19 plus 9, so it's actually a 28.
Okay.
Sorry.
Excellent.
But
Because
it's a
her,
crit.
I'll tell you this, her AC is a 20, so she's pretty stacked defensively, but that crit does count. What's your damage on that?
Right, that was a 19 plus 9, so 20.
Yeah.
Damage would be. What is it? Double?
Yes, sir.
Mm,
So.
Roll another
9,
D8.
and plus another D8.
Roll that 8. Roll an 8.
Alright, plus
Oh,
6.
close. She is in critical condition. You've just laid into this queen as she's tried to descend upon you. With that,
And my
you could...
Second hit?
Oh, that's right. No, go ahead, please. My
My
apologies.
second hit misses. That's a 17.
Okay, yeah. All right. That's all right. You still have your bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Shield of Faith on myself.
Excellent. Extra +2 AC to Davy Boy. As we go to Zarok. What you got, dude? Zarok, excuse me. We called you Dwayne Zarok Johnson last week, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Let's see. This person over here is pretty jacked up. Person
Yeah,
over
both of
here-
the queens are actually pretty fucked up. Without their minions to sort of help them, divert attention, you're wailing on them.
Okay. Let's see.
And I'll say, Ark, you're on deck, just so you know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to take one of these out because I want to see what happens if I do. Let me. I'm gonna cast a Chaos Bolt at this one down here.
Excellent. That's a roll to hit, or is that a save? I think it's
A roll to hit.
Okay. 25 is the hit? Is that right?
Yeah, I rolled pretty well. It looks like.
yeah.
You damn did. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna make it. And with that damage, you watch as Z extends his hand. You see him getting frustrated. He's been thrown around a little bit in this fight, and as he reaches out his hand, Davos, Bergen, and Ark, you see that his skin, normally ashen gray, is beginning to crack with sort of this molten red lines. As he sends out a blast of. Is your magic red? I assume.
It's actually, well, I said it was green, but I think I'm gonna retrofit that to red because I like that better.
Okay. This burst of flaming red energy shoots out and what goes through the back of the breastplate that makes up the body of this, and you watch as it bursts through, that the red that sort of makes the physical form of this creature flickers as the suit of armor crumples to the ground. And with that, bonus action and/or movement.
I'm just gonna scoot. Actually, shoot. From where I'm at, can I still see big guy up here through this angle, or do I have to be like lined up to see that?
I imagine you could. The door is open, so yeah, I'd say you could.
Okay. I think I'm actually just gonna advance up 1 square to get a better angle on this gap and this person over here and then stay.
Okay. So no bonus action?
No.
Okay. With that, Ark, what you got, dog?
What's the name of the question? Do I use like palms or
You're really muffled, babe.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Also, Devin, I'm gonna ask a favor. I'm looking at the wall of ice. I don't see, like, the mist fading, quote unquote. I think it's up as long as his concentration is, which does remind me that Bergen, you are concentrating on it.
Okay, good to know.
With that, roll a con save for me, because I think she hit you once with the last go round, didn't she?
Did she?
She may not have. I'm trying to recall.
I did not.
We'll say
log
she didn't for
damage
this
if she
exercises,
did.
but you are concentrating just
Okay.
so you know.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Okay. Let me throw a thing on. Okay.
I got you one. Ark, what you got, dog? Oh god, it's like you're underwater.
I know, right? I got there.
No.
Not really.
Damn.
If you had a headset, you might want to try that.
You
But,
did.
Yeah. That's it.
oh, same. All right. Well, there's two in front of you.
What? Oh, hold on. I got him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Much better. There's two in front of you. They're both looking pretty banged up. What you got?
You know what? I'm gonna swing at both of them.
Get them. Roll 2 swings. It's a lovely shot of Ben's hand. That's the kind of skin I want to see.
Kitchen hands.
Be a hand mod.
Okay, buddy.
Tell Lee we said hi.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna do it. You're definitely gonna
Let's see here.
Okay. I'm leaving.
Ooh, a 12 does not. Oh, and a nat 1.
Ooh.
Since Bergen's concentrating, I'm not going to make you accidentally swing him, but you still have a bonus action attack if you choose to use it. Or you can use your bonus action for your breath weapon, or I don't know what other bonus action
Howard.
actions you have.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna put the breath weapon.
Okay, that's a 15-foot cone, so you can get quite a few of them. Pop that in chat, because it's a save. I might be able to do that for you.
It's a 15 dex save. Ooh.
Oh,
It's a
you know,
DD2.
I actually think I'm wrong. I think the breath weapon is...
Wait.
It's an action, not a bonus action. My apologies.
Oh, never mind.
I misled you. So you can either second wind, or you can pop your third strike.
I'm just gonna hit him with the third strike.
Get him. Roll one more.
See here.
Poppity, pop, pop, pop.
Please work.
Oh.
Did I do anything?
I see your breath weapon attacks, but not your Red Death swing.
See here.
16, that meets. Roll some damage.
Hold on, my computer's having a seizure right now. Alright, there we go.
Not seeing any damage on it.
Come on.
Oh, there we go. Wow, there must be some hella lag.
Yeah, there really is.
Boop. All right, so it is pretty fucked up, but still hanging on as we go to Count Thullen, who, looking at you, Goldbrand, he's still concentrating. Yeah, he's gonna go with 2 swings of his Morning Star on you. A 19 and a 30. Do both of those hit? You're on mute, Dev.
Alright, I'm running back.
Devin, that's 42 points of damage halved to 21.
21 damage heard.
As we round to Pandora.
So, did he passed con saves for both of those last 2 attacks that did so much damage?
Your last 2 attacks did 18 and 17. I don't think I rolled them for those 2, so thank you for reminding me. So he has to pass a 10 for either one. So first con save, a 9 plus what he gets to add, so that's good. A 7 plus 6, so a 13. So yes, he passes. His con's pretty, like most giants, it's pretty stacked. With
I thought it was
that,
half the damage or 10. Oh, I
half
see.
10 is higher than half the damage. Yeah. With that, we go to him. You just took his damage. So Pandora, what you got, girl?
I got the usual, the old pop and scoot.
Pop and scoot. Oh, 28 points of damage is a solid hit. Excellent. He's approaching the battered territory.
What about that con save? Sorry.
No, thank you for keeping me honest. 28 would be 14 that he has to beat. He gets at a +6, so he has to roll an 8 or lower. He rolled a 16, so he is good. With that, we go to our White Queen. Yeah, she's still alive. So she is going to make 2 swings on Davy Boy. He's got that bonus AC. Neither of those is going to hit him. She wastes her turn. And then, why does it keep bringing those back, the fuckers? I keep deleting all the extra things, so there's only one marker for them. As the white pieces are going to try to make their way through, now that there's an opening, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are going to try to pour through it. 7 con saves. They have to beat a 16, Bergen, is that right?
Yes.
1 pass, 1 fail. Oh, 3 passes. 4 passes total. So 3 of them are going to take a chunk of damage, but they progress through the breach. Once more into the breach, my dudes. We'll say these 3 lower ones are going to take damage from that. It rolled an 18 earlier. We'll just go with that, because that makes my life easier. Nope, not you, 25. You stay over there. Motherfuck.
You're just all over the place.
Motherfuck. And I'm going to double check something real quick. These guys do have multi-attack. I wasn't doing that earlier, so I need to keep up with that. These 3 are going to go for Z. I don't get to add a whole lot to this. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Oh, wait. 18s do.
Yep.
So hang on. Okay, take 10 points of slashing damage, and one of them accidentally hits its mate. These 4 here, 2 of them are going to go on Bergen, 2 of them are going to go on Ark. The first 2, Bergen hit 1. Neither of those hits a Bergen. Bergen hit 2. One of those does hit. Bergen, take 5 points of slashing damage and roll a con save. Ark, both of those hit. Ark, take 10 points of slashing damage. These 2 are going to go up here and try to continue on that wall. 2 misses. 1 hit. Pandora, you watch as the wall of ice that's sort of keeping them out of the castle from going into this little entryway is looking very rough. It's about to crack through. This one, 5, 10, 15. It's going to go here. This one's going to go here. 2 more swings on Ark. Neither of those... a 15 doesn't hit you, right, buddy?
Oh, no, my AC is 19.
Okay. This other one got a 22, so take 5 more points. And these 3 are going to try to break down that last piece of ice. 1 hit. 2 hits. So this segment of ice is now gone. This one got reduced down a little more. And the Black Queen is slain. So I think that's going to bring us to Bergie Boy. What you got, dog?
Mace is going to take a swat at the White Queen. Find my mace. This is my spiritual weapon, mace.
Excellent. $17 on the smaller suits of armor. That does hit, so roll some damage.
This is supposed to be on the The White Queen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so your mace moves over here. A 17 does not hit the White Queen. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You
And,
still have your action.
Yes, shooting mace then at the White Queen next.
Excellent. 22 does hit, and that is enough. So she's partially frozen over, dented from Davos just going to fucking town on her, and your last little blast of energy, you watch as that red light inside of it flickers out of existence as once again a suit crumples to the ground. You see that without any queens, all of the chess pieces are looking a little more disheartened. You gather that their guard is a little further down. It seems as if the queens were tactically controlling them. They are still animated, they are still fighting, but they are not up to par. You can move as we go to Goldbrand.
Oh boy.
Can I yell to him if he wants to move anyway? Ask him if he could scooch away from this gap a little bit.
Away from the what now?
Away from the gap in the wall?
Essentially, it
The
not
gap.
being directly on top of the wall, the line of minions.
I hear
You could certainly call out to him as a free action. I forgot to roll for 3 of these suits that crossed the wall earlier, so I'm going to do that. That fails. That fails. That fails. Excellent.
I still have to make a strength save, right?
You do indeed.
I believe I have advantage because I'm raging. Is that a thing?
Almost all the armors that are going through are looking kind of rough. That passes. Excellent.
I'll just keep going, I guess. I don't know.
In fact, for over a 20, I'm going to say that you use the wind to your advantage. Get advantage on this first strike at him.
Oh. Okay.
Damn.
Excellent, yeah.
Plus
Never
Pop some
2
seen a
damage.
guy in a wingsuit before.
11. Basically.
Uh,
So it's 11 points.
here's the second one.
Oh, God.
You gonna do it or not? There we go.
Another 28 and another 11. Fantastic.
That's another 2 damage.
He is looking really rough. Plus 4, thank you. 33. You didn't hear that? Anything else from Gully Boy? You got a bonus action.
Not really.
You
I'm
can pop a
done.
charge if you want.
Yeah, fine.
You don't have to. You can save it.
Well, I had to check my health, and
Yeah.
it's
That's
actually
why I gotta...
kind of a wise move.
10. All right. Gain 10 HP as you siphon off a bit of the Giant Lord's life essence. That sounded a little dirtier out loud than I wanted it to. 2 of these guys are actually starting in the
I didn't
wall
mean to do that.
space.
Sorry.
One of them passes, one of them fails. You watch as one of them freezes over and shatters. One of them... Oh, wait. Is it half as much on a pass?
Yes, it's half as much. 5d10 or whatever it was.
Man, fucking tastic. This one also shatters. Fuck, that means I've got to fix something, but I'll do that in a second.
6, sorry.
2 more blacks. Need a new name for that.
Yeah,
2 more blacks. I'm gonna try to go through the breach. 1 passes. I think, yeah. So, the one that fails takes the full 18. The one that passes takes the 9. They're both gonna go for a swing on Arc. 2 misses. 1 hit. Arc, take 5 slashing. These guys up here are gonna try to shatter that wall. They shatter the wall on the first hit. There's still icy stuff there. He's going to try to pass through. Con save. He passes. He takes 9 anyway. 24. These 3 are going to go through as well. It's a 16? I'm sorry, I know I've asked you that before, but there's a lot of numbers.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bergen, is it a 16 for your spell save?
yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Okay, no, you're good. I didn't specify. All right, so both of those passed. 1 more. All 3 of those passed. So they only take 9. Barbara, they're going to come at you.
Can they see me?
Oh, thank you. No, you are sneaky. They do not see you. They're going to try to make it into the hallway. They probably don't have enough movement to get all the way in, so they're going to stop probably right about there. And I imagine they're going to get blown right out, but just for shits and giggles. Excellent. With that, we go to Ark. As I damage all these fuckers. What you got?
Wait a second. Did I get
Give
a
him a
turn?
mental.
Did it skip you?
Should I get a turn?
It skips Davos and you. I'm sorry. Sometimes it resets itself for some fucking reason. The turn tracker's kind of out of whack. All right, so Davos first. Sorry, dog. What you got?
These are all these chess pieces right here.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna do
Quite.
another shatter. 10-foot radius sphere, I guess would be right here.
Yeah, with a 10-foot radius, I would say you could get almost all these white pieces that are here, and I'll even be generous and say you don't get Arc or Z.
Alright.
Roll your damage for that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they have disadvantage on the save, don't they?
Yep, and it's a 14 con save.
Fail.
That was
That's
11
fucking teamwork,
damage.
man.
Fail. Oh, that one had a nat 20, but a fail. That's one pass. And one more. One of those passed. What's the damage?
11.
11. Dead. Dead. Not dead. Oh my god, this is so many motherfuckers to keep up with. Dead. Oh. Dead. Woo! You watch as half of these white soldiers that come through, frost clinging to their armor, just crumble as the shatter erupts. Excellent. Bonus action. It reset again, motherfucker.
Nah. I will just go between, who's that, Ark and Bergen.
Excellent. With that, we go to Z.
Hello.
You, most of these on your side are looking fucking rough, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I could do that's not gonna like wreck these guys up here too.
Fair point.
The joys of magic.
The Gathering.
Bum, bum.
Yeah, I think. So if I use an attack that makes everybody make a save within 5 feet, and I do it here, does that just contain it to the square?
What's the spell?
Thinking about Ice Knife, right?
So it's 5 feet around the target.
Yeah.
So whoever you hit, 5 feet in every direction from them. So like if you hit this one that's kind of on the corner at the bottom, I imagine you could actually hit the 3 of those without hitting Arc.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna target this bad boy right here.
Get him. He's got a pretty
Nice
high
try.
AC.
Let's see what happens. Well, I rolled a 25.
25, yeah. He is down from the damage from that. The others have to make a con save? Dex
It
save.
is Dex save, yeah.
Their dex is, though, that one passes anyway, but he still takes half damage. So he's going to take 5, put him at 8. The other one's going to take the full 9, which I think will kill him. Yeah, excellent. In fact, I'll swap the damage on those, because that will kill both of them. Boom, boom! 2 more down as the frosty fighters are fucking shit up. Excellent. Bonus action.
No, but I am gonna use. If I move, he's gonna get an attack, probably.
He will. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna stay put. I go, well, shoot, I'm probably gonna get attacked either way.
And you know, these guys don't hit terribly hard.
Yeah, because of that, this is probably wild, but I'm literally just gonna move right here.
Nah, dog. That's okay. Moves 1 square. This is wild, but...
I know, like, why would I risk an attack of opportunity to move 1 square, right?
Well, he only gets the attack of opportunity if you move outside of his range. So you're not getting...
Okay.
He doesn't swing there. So you're good.
In that case,
Ark,
move, awesome.
you watch as half these white soldiers crumble. as more are sort of surging through the breach. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna get you to roll for me so my computer doesn't die.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my cone breath.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Using my cone breath weapon.
Excellent. That's a 15-foot square. I would say you could get these 2 black pieces in front of you and the 3 white pieces over here. Does that sound cool? You have your telekinetic breath weapon, so you can use it wherever you choose to. So you could get... One more time?
I kind of want to move it over a little bit as many as possible.
You could get the 3 white pieces and all of these black pieces down here, I think, if you aim it right. And I think, obviously, with your pyrokinesis, you can.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's my bonus license to talk to 2 black things.
Okay, so that's a 14 save, is what we said earlier?
15.
15, excellent. And you know what, I'm even going to say that these 3 whites that have already been damaged by some of the frost magic, they're going to have disadvantage on that. That's a fail. Another fail. That's a fail. The 3 whites take full damage. Roll that so I see what the damage is, and I'll roll for the blacks. Still doesn't sound right.
The whites and the blacks, dude.
Segregation. Oh wait, these don't have disadvantage, so that's 2 passes. Need 1 more. Okay. What's our damage on that? 11 fire damage. Excellent. And what did you say your bonus action would be?
Well, since I used the cone breath over to me, I'm gonna go ahead and swing. These 2 blacks are directly next to me.
Swinging at the blacks. All right. God, our channel's gonna be taken down tomorrow. Watch.
You're gonna have to go bleep yourself over and over again.
Oh God. I'll just cut the audio for this session. Come on, motherfucker. And we'll use those 2 swings from earlier because both of those will hit. An 11 and a 12. Boom! Boom! You lay into these motherfuckers. Y'all are mostly clear of the chess pieces. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 left. Excuse me, 16 left. You're down to half of them. But the big ones are taken care of. As we go to Count Thulin, who is hurting. He, seeing that Goldbrand's got him between a rock and a hard place, he goes, please, I cannot allow you to hurt my niece and my nephew. If you swear to me that you will leave them be and leave our castle after you do what you wish with whoever else here, I will abdicate.
We don't kill
up to you,
I
Gully.
was about to say, we don't kill the giant children. Other than that, you don't.
One more time?
We don't kill the giant children. Other than that, you don't care.
Look, you made it hard for us. We're killing everybody.
Are you
Take
saying
it all.
that you're killing him, or are you saying that he doesn't? Are you asking him if he doesn't care if you kill everyone else?
Everyone else, like if we promise to leave just the children alone, he'll leave us alone until we get out of here. Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. I'll say roll with advantage because he's in dire straits. 26. You gather that not only is he's seemed very genuine through and through. It's not unheard of that you've met giants who are not wanting to go along with the evil plans of the other giants. And with a 26, you gather that he loves these kids more than Sansuri does. They're her kids, but he is the one who is concerned for their well-being. He seems genuine. If you say that you'll leave him and the kids alone and leave the castle when you're done, then he will. And he's saying leave the castle, as in not to take the castle.
Boo.
I mean,
Is it just
That's
Goldbrand
all
that
I'm
can hear
saying.
this? Is he loud enough for anybody else to hear?
With the wind tunnel, it's kind
I
of
can't imagine.
arguable. I'll
Well,
say
yeah,
meta-wise,
well,
y'all can discuss it because I don't want
yeah.
Right.
everything to fall on Goldbrand, but
I mean,
I mean, we can always
He made
come
it
back
so hard.
later.
it's true, and I kind of think it's a good idea to
Let's
get him and the
about that.
kids.
I'm about the point too.
I mean, if
At
we
minimum,
kill everybody
Nolan did.
else, then he could work for us and drive the castle.
There you go.
Yeah, get him and the kids to leave, like leave the castle, because we've encountered giant children in the past, and they're stout. We wouldn't want to have to fight one, but you know, just be like,
I
that's what
imagine
Goldberg wants
he's-
to say. The next chance he gets is to tell them all to leave. So
I imagine he's still gonna
It's up
want the
to y'all.
castle. Like, I imagine it's all part of their lineage or whatever. Like, that shit's getting passed down.
But
And
he
that's
was,
the vibe
he was
you're
pretty
getting.
cool with us already having some of the stuff. So I'm sure if we wanted to be like, hey, give us this, and just
Yeah.
not the actual castle.
and
That's
and
what
I'll
we can
say
burn the chain
with a
of
20
overboard.
yeah, with a 26 on the insight, you'll notice you haven't seen any other cloud giants yet, but you see that this palace is decadent, opulent. It seems very much concerned with monetary things, and you look at him and he is not decked out in jewelry. I mean, he has fine clothing, but he's not. The only thing that he seems to have that dignifies any type of wealth or value is the crown that you gather is probably something that he wears as part of his position. He seems to be a very humble man. You gather that he probably wouldn't care about you taking 95% of the stuff in this castle. There's a few things he might want to keep, but and he's not gonna, at his state, he's not gonna get between you and whatever you guys want.
The
I
main
said
thing
deal.
I'm asking is, I want to be like, hey, as a sign of good faith, call off these stupid automatons to take like a half-hearted
That was-
kick at the one directly in front of me.
that was also my thought. Was either tell him to stop all the magics and we could talk, or I don't know. I'm considering we just kill him.
If you say that, he'll say, if I have your word that you will not strike me or the children, then I will call off the armors.
I can only speak for Mies.
I need you to guarantee more. If you can only speak for you, then I can only speak for myself, and they will still continue to rage.
Colbrand, you know I'm down with whatever you plan.
And Goldberg knows how Bergen is.
Bergen probably would too, yeah.
Goldbrand doesn't know anything about me, so I'm just giving like a thumbs up from the distance. You can see it slightly through the door. I'm just like,
Ominous
"Really?
thumbs up.
No, can we not
Oh
vote?
no, we can be bribed pretty easily. So it's whatever.
Yeah, it's murky him or let him go. I'm still all about take the childrens and get the fucks out the fears. Don't come back for at least 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say, I will hold myself up with the children. We will recede. We will not attack. But I will not, their quarters, I will lock down. The children's room.
Tell us where the Sansuri's at.
Ask him why he's so
In the
into
dungeon!
kids."
I've told you, down the stairs, you twin!
If none of you are truly opposed, I think Goldberg would take that deal. Tell them just to get the
Okay.
fuck out of the way, and we can go do what we came here to
Um,
do.
With one
We've killed
claw.
enough giant kids.
You watch as you watch as he snaps his fingers and the wind tunnel dies down. With a wave of his hand, the line of soldiers begin to mark their way back. And as these two white pieces pass back through the mist, they fucking crumble into nothing. The rest of them return to their positions on the chessboard.
See that Bergen? They were scared of me.
They should be.
I throw up a
Not
middle
only did
finger
I
and cast
shatter their
fireball at the chessboard.
breastplates, I shattered their hopeless dreams.
Fucking kudos to Goldbrand soloing fucking practically a giant again.
I'm a little curious who looks worse, him or me.
He's
Giant?
I
he's
am
at
bloody.
23. He's at 23. He started at 200. He's at an eighth of his health.
If we're
Yeah.
not still in combat, Are
Again.
we still in combat?
Here I
Are
go.
you still in
kill him.
combat? No, sir. You see that the troops have stopped. We're no longer in initiative order.
Okay. I want to take.
Goran
unless-
doesn't want to
No
take
idea
his.
what happened.
Yeah, Goran doesn't want to take his eyes off of him, but he might start to back up out the door to try to call to the group that
Oh.
we have reached in accords.
And I can hold a stealthy arrow that way in case he changes his
That's
mind.
fair. He can't see you. As Goldbrand backs away, Count Thelen makes no move. Do you choose to... He's going to start to go through the door behind him.
Wait
Do
a
you
second.
choose... He pauses.
Ask him what's through the door. Ask him what's through the door.
Where are you going? Exactly.
Through this doorway is the lounge. Connected to that is the children's quarters, their playroom, and the library.
Yeah, hold up. Before you go, is there anything else about this castle that we should know about? Traps? Anything about your sister in particular we should know about? Her
She is a-
entourage?
She'll say, she is a fearsome spellcaster, and there are many guards in the levels below. There are a couple up in this, there are a couple more on this level, but I will not call them, and will not make them aware of your presence.
Is there a secret hidden passage?
He shakes his head. Unfortunately, no. You
An
could,
oversight.
What is the quickest way to where the dragon is kept?
did you fly here?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Unintentional.
On the on the lowest level, there is an entryway where the Grip and Uthgard come and go. If you go into that chamber, you will find the dungeon is just one door away. But he's telling you can fly off of this level, go down, and in. He says
She
there
is
are
there
guards.
now with guards.
She is there. I do not know if guards are with her.
I don't know.
There are other guards on that level, but usually she does her interrogation solo.
How many floors down is the first level?
I think 2
Many
more. I
feet.
think you're on level 3 right now. I'll back up so I can tell you proper.
Yeah,
That's
we're on level
probably-
3.
That's
Yeah.
maybe the move. You think we can just jump off the side to onto
I
the
jump
western
off the
wall?
ledge and cast web and then swing.
All right, Spidey. It's a long way down. Remember, these floors are made for giants, so they're at least 40 feet tall. So it would be at least 80 feet. Well, I'd say at least 50 feet down to the point you need to get to.
Okay, I don't do that.
Nope, too late. You're dead. Okay.
Bye, everybody. Let me roll a new character.
Anybody know what this 36 on my character is? Did I miss a attack?
I think that was me, and I think you had already counted it. I don't think that's correct.
While we're
Okay.
sitting here debating, I would like to cast a spell on everyone.
Yeah, can we take a short rest? I guess Oh man. All right, he is.
Prayer. So that's a 10-minute spell. So don't add those hit
Yeah,
points yet,
yeah.
y'all.
So
At 4th level, good on you, Bergen.
go
Good man.
collect the children and hide. I don't know how long to tell him to
Am
stay.
I good? If you continue in these, if you continue to follow me in this room, there's a chance that the guards will be adjacent and will be able to locate you. I do not advise you continue further unless you wish further bloodshed.
Sounds like we're flying down.
That's what I was gonna say.
We have other.
And he'll even say, "For your grace in sparing me, tell me, is there anything else that you seek besides the conch?"
To rescue that dragon.
He's not lying. I mean,
There's one other thing you guys seek.
I
I'm
know,
not
but
gonna-
I don't want to ask him about it. I just want to.
Well, you don't know where it is
I
right
know.
now.
I just want to find it and take it. We'll
It could
pry
be
it.
in the room behind him. You don't know.
We'll
That's what I'm
make
saying.
him pry it from Calithica's corpse.
Calithicus?
Excuse me, Sensorious
sorry.
corpse. I don't know why I started the stone giants.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Well.
Oh man. I mean, what do y'all think? Do you want to ask him about it or not?
At this point, you guys are gathered together.
When we short rest, we have to explain some things to these other dudes.
I
See,
mean,
asked the question earlier.
we can always talk to him afterward.
Yeah,
Well-
and before he leaves, I tell him to make sure to tell any guards he sees along the way not to be wandering into this area of the castle.
I will tell them to stay close. They'll likely be on the, there's another garden like this on the opposite side. They're likely over there. If not within the chambers within. I will tell them to stay on this side of the castle.
Do I believe him?
I'll carry over your 26 insight. He's very genuine.
Doesn't want us to come back and murk him. All right. I think we should take a short rest.
We'll do it. We'll fucking
talk
do
about
it.
things.
Yeah,
He can go.
Where do y'all choose to take this short rest?
Do y'all want to do it in the bed, in that bedroom,
Whoops.
or out in the courtyard?
His
I want
bed.
some fresh
Hey,
air.
let's go and do it in the bedroom since it's like a neutral zone.
Oh, can we take multiple short rests in a day?
You can. You just can't. You are limited to the number of dice that you can use.
I got you.
He exits the door, and I just shout at him, "I won't soon forget you, Count Thick Alien, Swiggity Swooty."
The little Fortnite dance, I imagine.
Beautiful. I did like
Fantastic.
that guy.
I will say, who's passive perception?
I think all of
If-
us.
If Tally were here, you guys would see it. But the 6 of you can all make a perception check.
17 passive.
I know. I got it all right here. Tally's the only one with the 20. Goldbrain coming in clutch. Goldbrain, now that you're taking the time to breathe and you guys have gathered, your rage settles, and you go from that warrior mindset to a tactical mindset, you see that this greenhouse, this glass dome, is not entirely opaque. There's writing on it. You can't quite make it out, but there's something inside that seems to be illuminated. And with that, my dudes, we're going to take a quick break. See you guys back in just a minute. You guys do get your short rest, as well as the 29 points from Bergen's spell, unless, Bergen, you would like to say that you don't use that because you have the time to rest.
Yeah, if we're gonna rest, I'll save that spell slot.
Okay. You guys can roll any number of your hit die and add your Constitution modifier per die, so you can get those hit points back, and we'll meet back in about 10 minutes.
Oh boy, what a wild ride.
Indeed.
You're on mute.
Indeed.
I'm glad we finally got him called the fuck off if we burned any more resources.
Yeah.
This next fight's not gonna be cake. I don't know how everyone else looks, but this next fight may be it for me. I'll be.
No, yeah, I knew if that went to combat within the garden that it was gonna be rough, because that's a lot of fucking enemies. Bergen's fucking wall of ice, clutch.
I was gonna try to just like freaking wreck a bunch of them, but everybody kept being like bunched up at the opening, and so I was like, I
Yeah.
can't cast like a fireball or like any of my cone-based spells because I'll kill my own party.
I'll even tell you this, since it didn't end up happening. The queens are actually immune to certain spells. It says that the caster picks 3 spells that the armor is immune to, and it says the most common of these are heat metal, fireball, and chain lightning, which makes sense. But I thought that was a very unique creature ability.
That's kind of cool. Sucks we might not get to keep the castle.
I mean, might still be on the table, but
Yeah.
to keep it, y'all have got to clear out a chunk of it.
Maybe I
Cobra
just,
wants
on the way by, just like roll the wheel pointing straight down and then jump off. Be like, all right, whatever happens, happens.
Cobra
If
doesn't
we
want
could
to talk
deal with
during the short rest.
You did what during the short rest then?
Cobra wants to talk during the short rest because he asked a question earlier. And, he wanted to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
If we could deal with
we should-
what's her face, maybe if we're still feeling good and up to it, we can clear out the rest of the guards, assuming we don't aggro them on the way, and then put what's his face in a tough pickle. This is definitely not what Bergen would think or say, but
But Spencer's like, you can fuck this motherfucker up.
I mean,
like, hey,
so-
hey, everybody else is dead. We want it all. We want it all. Get out of
well,
here. Go.
It's fair. Goldbrand is tapped as a tank after this next fight. I can hang around as a spellcaster for another fight after that, but after that I would be pretty tapped.
Oh fuck, you're out of rages
I will be after sensory.
after sensory. Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay.
All right. Who wants to take my out of combat invisibility and go peek through the door, figure out what they can scout?
Well, I think we're gonna fly down to where it is, to where this room is.
Just going straight at it, huh?
And-
We're not gonna go.
And I
forward.
will warn you guys, because you did get to see some of the castle on the way in. There are guards that are posted around the lower walls, like with ballista and stuff. So you will have to make a stealth check. It's not going to be as easy as just, swooping right down. But
Okay, so firstly, before we explain what the fuck's going
well,
on.
hang on. Is
Oh.
Brandon and Barbara here? Okay. Before we do any
I'm
tactical
here.
stuff, we'll wait. Oh, okay. So we're just missing Brandon, I think.
I'm gonna
Um,
go look in the greenhouse. That's the thing I don't want to forget. Or whatever the fuck it is. Carefully, stealthily.
As you try to translate the inscription on the greenhouse, it appears to read something along the lines of "Blaze it 420." That's weird. What does that mean?
It's
Air
it's
horn,
actually
air horn?
it's actually an ancient text from Xbox, and it says, "I fucked your mom." Interesting.
And he signs it Xbox or YY360 no scope.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Since we're just missing one. Oh, and it looks. Oh, whoops. Since we're just missing one, I'd say that we can probably proceed. I think we're at the 10-minute mark. What are you doing exactly, Devin? Are you sneaking to peek through the door?
I can sneak.
Does anyone have any ideas what that might be before we just go walking over theirs?
Anyone who wants to can make an investigation check.
I do.
I don't think any of y'all are very intelligent, so we'll see how
Wow.
this goes.
Nope.
I mean that only in the most literal sense.
See, my
A 20.
Perception check.
Excellent.
so I can see
Davos.
things, but I don't know what they're
Can't see anything, but I sure
Yeah.
can find it.
Well, with your investigation check, you're looking at them, at the writing on the windows, and it doesn't quite make sense. You can read giant, and this almost looks like giant, and you realize it's backwards. It's written on the inside. Each of these panes has a rune on it, and then writing beside it. And with a 20, I'll say that you can, it seems to be notes. Someone wrote out a rune and wrote the translation. The one that you read is obedience, and then has some small notes beside it. You look at another, it says enthrall. Another says conjuration. Another says bind.
I think we might have found the giant's equivalent of Bergen's dark room.
Gross.
The fucks?
With a 20, I'll even say you gather that they're non-magical. It doesn't seem that these are actual runes so much as notes.
You think it's safe to go in theirs?
Would I? No.
It doesn't seem enchanted. You don't know if there's something else in it. You can't quite get a clear image inside of it. You can really only make out the writing because it's on the glass, that you're looking through.
I say we come check it out after we finish killing everything else.
I ask if you're gonna remember to do that.
And
That's what
Yeah,
the rest
and-
of these ones are for.
well, and to be fair, a lot of times when y'all meet the fucking giant lord, shit goes south on a very big level
That's
very
what
quickly.
I was gonna say. I feel like as soon as we free Felgalus, this place is probably coming down.
I don't know. I kind of want to.
Can we go in? Is it locked?
If you check the door, it's not locked, no. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, no, it would be. I'm sorry. It's not a normal lock, it's an arcane lock. That's similar to
Oh.
the one that you came into contact with
Earlier.
earlier. Now, you can try to pick it as you would a regular lock. It's strengthened, or you can try to dispel it.
Do you want to try first? Actually, I don't know any of your fucking names.
y'all have talked enough to know names. Like, y'all have been traveling for like 2 weeks now. Y'all.
Yep. Goalie.
That's okay. I just know him as the big man.
To be fair, Devin's talking about y'all never actually canonically had like an introduction. If you would like to do that, you're welcome.
Yeah,
but we'll say that it happened on the flight over.
If it makes you feel any better, he doesn't know any of his kids' names either.
CTE does that to you.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
I'll throw my hand up and be like, my name's V, like the English
Right.
alphabet, if you know how to read.
My name is
I-
what? My name is who? My name is Gawicka Slim Shady. Sorry, continue.
Who wants to try to open the door?
Kitty
Yeah,
Fingers
yeah.
is Pandora.
What's up with this door?
It
Yeah,
seems to
just
have an
open it?
enchantment on it. It's locked by magic. You can try. It's basically
Well,
the premise is a little weird. It's magical, but it's strengthening a lock that's already on the door. You can try to pick it, but if you fail, something might happen.
Oh damn.
I think I can take
do I
care of
not
it. to be
have
honest.
do I not have a spell for that? Do I not have an app for that?
You probably
on
do.
your
but
Scry phone.
I did it last time because you weren't here, so I can do it this time if we have to. But maybe we should let Pandora try first.
Yep. Oh,
Yes.
y'all want me to jump right in there into the magical
Into the
lock thing?
magic? Yeah.
I mean,
I'd start seeing with the
Yeah,
magic.
that one.
I mean, I'm not proficient with any thieves'
holy
tools.
mans, can you tell if the lock is dangerous?
I have detect magic. I don't think I have like detect evil or traps or anything. I got detect evil and good, but I don't think that's.
I would say y'all have picked one of these before. If you want to make an Arcana check, you could try to figure out what would happen if you failed. But to outright get rid of it, you would need to dispel magic.
Remember when we were in the globe room that controls it? I think they took some damage.
Bro, my dice. I'm just gonna throw this computer out the window. Goodbye.
It's rough.
You've really been having it rough. It's that first roll 20 campaign
It's
curse.
it is. Good thing you're only for half a campaign.
Otherwise, you guys would be dead already.
One other person can make an Arcana check if they wish to.
It wasn't the same one as the. I rolled first for 19.
Yeah, he rolled first.
19, excellent. No, that is good. So you have a vague understanding of how this spell works. It makes the door much more difficult to get into, and if you fail, it has one of two settings. It will either deal damage to the person picking it, or it'll send off an alarm.
Oof.
Yeah, none of those are good.
Let me see something. Can
Anybody check the window?
I was about to say, can I see? Can I see through it?
The glass is almost like frosted. You can see there's something inside. It's glowing. You see like a red light, a yellow light. You see a little bit of blue light.
I guess what I was getting at, but it says it in the description. I was going to use Mage Hand to open it from the inside, but it says it can open an unlocked door.
Yeah.
But if there's like a latch that the hand could move
You gather it's not that kind of lock.
naturally. I tried.
Do you relay that to the
I can
group?
viciously mock it. Stupid
I mean-
lock.
I'll take care of it. That takes my last third level spell slot, but I would rather save Bergen's. So Goldbrand will go up to this lock and cast Dispel Magic.
Excellent.
Thing.
Goldbrand, as you did before, you come up to it, and it's almost like you're cracking a safe. You spin your hand a few times in opposite directions. You feel the clicks as the lock is breaking, and as it breaks, you see like blue lines or you see a blue circle in the center of the door, and lines that go around it sort of just fade out. The door seems to be unenchanted.
I don't have dispel magic anyways. I have break curse, remove curse.
I see.
That would be a little overkill for this.
That's the last time I can do
What
that.
level is
I
that
was
spell,
gonna say it would
Is
do
that
the
3?
same thing anyways. Yeah, it's third.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Goldbrand will lead the way, just in case. Scythe aloft, because now I'm paranoid.
Raised and ready. Excellent. You open the door. All the glass shatters as it rains down. No. The door to Lidar Mall's dome-shaped greenhouse has a delicate mithril frame set with panes of stained glass that don't hold up well to damage. Well, that's beside the point. A ring of withering plants and herbs lie limply within the walls of the greenhouse, seemingly neglected and forgotten. Dominating the space is an immense dark stone, perhaps 15 feet in diameter, cut in an obsidian polyhedron. Each face of the stone is set with various runes, dimly shining different colors, like oil slick. The runes are numerous and seem to be carved in different styles of writing. And while you can't decipher any of them, you see that many seem to have a similar combination of runes that Donovan showed you. The stone's magical presence is evident, and Sirius whimpers slightly as he hides behind you all. Along the faces of the greenhouse, now that you're inside, you see many runes drawn out with notes in Jotun, the giant language, and many parts of the runes are circled, identifying the giant rune present within the maze of letters. You gather these to be Sansuri's research notes, and their nature, while complex, is not entirely unfamiliar to you. As you look around, you see several that you recognize: darkness, resurrection, the few that I mentioned earlier: conjuration, obedience, enthrall, dominate, bind, banish. A very broad spectrum of magic. The stone itself has a presence. You feel the weight of the magic around you. It is...
That can't be what I fucking thinks it is.
I think it is, bro.
You have found the Night Stone.
I was about to say, to this fucking, all these Goldberg's like, everyone get the fuck in here and shut the doors.
They can still see us.
Well, it's frosted glass. It's not, you know.
Oh, okay.
And
he points to Z. You asked why we were being shadies. What the fuck? This is apparently a supremely powerful artifact. Taken from that fucking city we landed in. And rafters, he wants to show them a conch. It looks like a big. It's the fucking conch from
Magic
SpongeBob.
conch from SpongeBob. You're gonna say it.
Yeah, sorry, but you know, not plastic. And he says, we have to get this because if we don't, I don't know, those giants are going to rampage across the whole continent. But you'll just have to take my words for that, I guess.
Why do you need the stone? What does it do?
We don't. I don't know
We're not
that
even
we
sure,
need
right?
it. Yeah, we don't know hardly anything
It's
about
not so
it.
much for us, but to stop Sansuri and the other giants from unleashing these forbidden secrets, which she has already started to.
I mean, I just like big shiny stones.
We know it's an object of power, and evil motherfuckers want it bad.
And evil motherfuckers made it.
Yeah, just
And
look
evil
at it.
motherfuckers
It looks
have
like a
Many evil
Lord.
motherfuckers. A dragons, a giants, and a demons. Like, what the fucks could they possibly want to make together? It's
Love.
gross.
does that look
You
like
also
loves
know.
to use?
Oh, Ben's hilarious.
You'll also know that many centuries ago on this continent, there was what was called the 1,000-Year War. Basically a war between the giants and the dragons. Before humans and dwarves were the dominant race on this plane, it was the two of them fighting for control. And this stone was such a great threat that it ended the war as they united against the creators of the stone.
Damn.
It is immensely powerful, but largely lost to time. No one that they've met has known exactly what it does. They know that it has powerful magic, necromantic in nature. They know that it weaves magics together from different origins to make more intricate, more powerful magic. And that in the wrong hands, it could potentially do a devastating amount of damage.
So an infinity stone.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
but like
15-foot
all of them.
diameter. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
now
the
that I'm
giant
looking at it,
Thanos glove.
it's
But also
weird
the
because
dark-
What was that?
I said, but also the dark.
Oh yeah, the dark crystal. Accurate.
Oh, God.
Different faces of the stone are different colors. Some of them are yellow. Some of them are blue. Some of them are red. The stone itself is obsidian, but the runes glow with different intents almost. And you gather that these are from the 3 different colors represent the 3 different creators who crafted it together. And while each side has runes on it, the runes are not simple. Each rune is made up of a draconic, an infernal, and a Jotun rune combined. Basically, very complex magic bullshit.
I wish we had Donovan with us.
Oh, he wishes he could be here. Like, he's waiting on bated breath because he knows you guys are bringing it.
Do we need to call someone?
I was
them we
gonna
found
say,
it?
should we call down the wyvern? Can it land in this little courtyard? And
Yeah, well, that was my first thing. If I can move it, if Goldbrand can move it, we should call the. I think we should call the Wyvern. And
You cannot.
Yeah, I
It
was about to
is
say.
quite immense.
you
But
said
what about
15
with the
diameter.
floor?
He couldn't even
15
get under
foot.
it.
So that means 15 foot tall, 15 feet wide. It's pretty fucking big. You're talking a couple thousand pounds at least.
Goldbrand
What
is
were
as
the
strong as a
languages?
giant, though. Like he.
Infernal, Draconic, and Jotun. Giant, Draconic, and Infernal.
I know 2 of those. Could I partner with someone to try to translate something? Would that be at all helpful?
I know
The
Draconic.
way it's layered, it's not a simple thing. You would have to research it for quite some time to try to crack the code, sort of. It's not as simple as like a letter of each. It's sort of like elements of each letter are taken and broken apart and rearranged in different ways.
So I just look at it and I'm like, what in the Zodiac? Whatever.
Accurate.
We know somebody backs into towns that can shows you how to read it, or at least he says he can.
Okay.
How do we move the fucking things?
but
Anyone who
a
wants to
plan?
could.
For keeping
Can
it
Ark and
safe?
Gully?
They never do. Oh, okay. That part they might.
Let's fucking.
I mean, can we
Anyone
like
who wants to can make
tie a
what do I
bunch
call
of
this?
ropes around it and then hang it from the wyvern?
Can I cast animate objects on it?
Oh
Can
god.
I use my
Please, that would be
density
entertaining.
to make it less heavy?
One more time, Barb.
Can I adjust its density, or is that not possible?
You could, but you don't know if it would be enough to make it carryable. You're welcome to try.
So
I
I just
don't
want
know
to
about
double.
casting magic on this thing.
I also want to double check if I used a spell to double my carry capacity. Does that at all sway the? I don't know what my carry capacity
If you
is.
use dispel,
No, I have a spell that doubles my carry capacity, but I
see.
don't know if that would.
even with Goldbrand's strong as a motherfucker, strong as 2 ordinary men.
Strong as a giant, specifically.
I think it took a group of giants to bring this
bring it
up
up?
from
Okay.
Nightstone. So you know it's
Okay.
pretty fucking dense. Anyone who wants to can make a investigation check or not an arcana check. Investigation or perception, I'll say.
Do I even waste my time rolling? Let's find out. Oh, hey!
Oh!
Hells yeah.
3 very solid rolls. Ark, I'll say, for flavor purposes. Ark looks at it like, you know, I don't think any of us could carry it. But I bet a fucking dragon could.
Oh.
To the dragon.
Yeah, good point.
If we
Alright,
need
I'm
to talk
scared
to
of
the
weaken
dragon,
one.
let me know.
Call the captain. Tell him we're going to go get his dragons.
You have the sending stone. What do you say exactly? I think it's 25 words. I'll double check.
I
I
haven't.
mean, aren't we here to set a dragon free or something like that?
Yeah. So one of us talks into a rock that we just pull out of our bag, or whoever's carrying it. I guess Tally had it. No.
We say that you guys took it with you. 25 words or less. Yes, sir.
We found Fegolas. We found the Nightstone.
Oh, night sounds 1 word.
Please that help.
Okay. Still had 15 words left, but all right.
Trying to tell them where we are.
Yeah,
Courtyard.
I would say,
Chess pieces?
I don't know, using cardinal
Yeah,
directions.
I would say using
meet us
cardinal
at the
directions.
top
Meet
of
us at.
the third level on the west side, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, the west side, third level.
You're technically on the starboard side, just so you know.
Stop.
All right. So, a few moments go by before a voice comes back to you, Davos. That is very good news to hear that Fegalis is present. We hope that he is okay. We will prepare the ship. Should we approach now or wait? The sending stone can only be used once a day.
Well, then we can't even reply.
If somebody has a
He doesn't know
message,
that?
I do have
Sending spell?
message.
I will say technically that's only 120 feet, but for the purposes of this, I'll say he's close enough. Which he is
Maybe
not, because
I'll-
he's not going to get that close to the
I'll like
castle.
channel my telekinetic power back at him with an also message spell and be like, let's see if we can extend the range on this. And I start like a
There we
radar
go.
dish.
Yeah. Turn Z into an antenna, heard. All right. It's on the Spirit Network.
I asked the
You
group,
could s-
you know, they want to know when they should come. Should we wait until after we confront Sansuri?
I think they're going to take us to Sansuri. She's going to be down there torturing the dragon. So maybe some of them might even help us, but it's going to be a rough fight, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough fight.
Yeah.
Well, getting access to something to get us down to the first floor easier would be helpful. So
Yeah, I think you should tell them to come now. Like unless there's anything else y'all want to do, it's time just to go whoop her because this next fight's going to tap at least some
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
But
go.
I am ready. I'm ready to heal you all.
Let's go Valhalla.
I guess using the Zerokoscope, I tell them to come now.
weep, 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 weep.
You tell him to come now?
Yeah.
That's what we said, yeah? Because we need them to get down, because our mounts aren't here.
Well, your mounts are on the level above you, which you know how to get back up to if you were to choose to get those.
Do we like
Just-
whistle?
Yeah, you can call your mounts. You're outside.
Y'all rather do
well,
that instead?
Okay, here's the thing.
Mm.
Y'all can either go back into Area 19 and go up the stairs and get them, or you could whistle. But you know, if you whistle, there's a chance somebody else could hear you.
Dicks.
Ooh, with that.
Can I message my mount?
Yeah,
I'm down.
actually.
Okay. And I'll be like, you know, here, Spot, come on.
Clop, clop, clop. A few moments pass
Bring the others.
before Dawn, Spot, and Hugin? Is that the right bird?
Yeah.
All come around and down and join you on the lower terrace. Your mounts are here. You haven't replied to the captain yet.
Right. So I'm thinking, wait, be on standby, be close by, be
Yeah,
ready
tell
to
him-
go.
Yeah, maybe try to tell him that we're trying to hit the Countess now.
I-
Be ready.
I question
he-
what's the problem with a two-prong approach, like bring the fire while we bring the fire.
I'm a little afraid that the castle will shoot down the airships.
Mm.
But if
There's
no one's
rather
there
large
to,
fortifications.
Yeah, they do have giant-sized ballista. Y'all don't know how much damage that could put out, but that is, enough hits could take down an airship.
I say wait till
Do
we're
we
done.
sabotage the ballistas?
You could if you could get close to them. So you report that to the captain. The captain says, we will get as close as we can without being detected. When we
Perfect.
receive another message or see obvious signs of conflict, we will make an entrance. Wait, I'll even let you add in where you intend to be, which you know is on the the lowest level on the port side. I didn't say port side earlier, or excuse me, starboard side. No, I was wrong. the lowest level on the starboard side.
Yes.
Stop.
Starboard.
Excellent. Okay. You guys have located the stone. You have your mounts. Are you ready to sneak down, or does anybody want to do anything before you go? Friendly reminder, if you haven't already, to heal yourself with your hit die.
So, do we want a pass without a trace?
I should actually probably get going.
I think we need to
But,
save spell slots.
Okay, that's cool, Bergen. We're probably gonna wrap up here in about 12:30 anyway, right before combat breaks out, I imagine, and then we'll wrap up next week.
We'll
Oh,
see.
man, I'm gonna blow a wall out.
I'm not gonna be here next week. Damn it.
Or like wrap up.
Well, if
Yeah.
combat happens, that'll probably take too long. So there'll be some discussion before things head completely south, I think.
Well, I mean, like,
Sorry,
like
you
you said-
wench.
What was that?
Well, feel free to use Bergen how you see fit until then. Don't feel bad if you have to find a spell
Grovel.
slot or whatever. Yeah, do what you got to do to make it easier. And, I will see you guys next time.
See you,
Excellent.
Bergen.
Alright,
Hey,
bird
guys.
dog.
Spencer.
Berg dog.
I was gonna assume when he signs off, I treat him like a lifeless husk. I just grab his wrist and I'm like, "Come on."
Perfect. Bergen has
Grab him to his
mentally
back,
checked
like-
out. Yeah, exactly. All right. Are you guys casting anything before you fly down?
Yeah, I don't know.
I won't. If we have another fight after Sensory, I might need those like a little spell slots. So, since you think conserve, Brandon, I guess I will conserve.
I mean, pretty sure she's gonna call the cards anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was hoping it would let us get a jump on her. Like if we're seeing, I guess we're not going. Never mind.
We're
not
gonna
going
roll
right
well.
in at
We're
her.
not gonna need it, bro. We're gonna
Well,
roll
we're not
well.
going right in
Putting
at
it
her.
out
Oh
in the universe.
boy.
We're going around to where the stables are. He said, and
We gotta
maybe they
go-
won't attack us.
I thought we were going
40?
straight down.
We're getting on our mounts and flying to the stables.
Like we're Fallout Boy, going down.
Sure,
Shut
we're
the
going
fuck
down swinging. So
Ah,
this isn't the
hell.
level that you're going to, but on the way down,
Who is
you guys
there?
see a rather gorgeous cloud giant woman, and 3 ballista. You also see actually 2 more cloud giants on a parapet to the rear side of the castle. I need everyone to make a stealth check.
Mm,
Bum, bum, bum. God,
gonna
my
see how
stuff
this
is
goes.
garbage.
Dang! What I told you, bro. Come on, that makes
Ooh.
up for Z. That makes
Oh.
up for Z.
2 nat
2
20s.
20s?
Yeah, that's 4 passes right there.
I'm working on. Bergen.
And with your 17, that brings you to 5. That's plenty.
Bro, what I told you.
I'm gonna let y'all see a little bit more since y'all rolled so fucking well.
Yeah, take her
I'll take the
clothes off.
fucking
I mean-
scenic. Wow.
You did-
Y'all take the
you did
scenic
call it.
route.
Wow.
Hang on, let me.
The
I'm
scene.
gonna let you basically see
Wow.
the entire exterior of the castle.
Damn it!
Wait,
Thought you were gonna
we
say
don't want them
giant.
to see us.
Yeah, you don't want them to see you, but you make a. Y'all are careful enough to where Ark and Pandora do a very thorough investigation of the area. Come on, bitch. I said fucking reveal. Thank you. Okay. So y'all see the entire exterior of this level. You see at least 4 cloud giants, 6 ballista, several telescopes, and yet manage to sneak by. You also see a few Aarakocra. You even see a couple of air elementals and a couple more ballista on the front towers, which seems to have partial cloud steps in front of it, not unlike the ones you climbed to get to Zephyros' tower. You imagine when Sansuri wants an audience with anyone on the ground, this is the entrance they go through. But y'all proceed further down.
We're gonna have
The
to deal with that
lowest
later.
level.
Below us, what? Yeah.
Y'all go even lower. Get low. Get low, get low, get... Okay.
I can't
Let
see
me...
anything.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, I thought I failed my perception check again.
You guys come to the area that you were informed about. I'll even reveal this area. These giants that you're about to see on the left side, these are the two you saw on the upper level. That dotted line is where the parapet is. These two are technically on the upper level of where you are, but you know that they're present. You guys do find the area that that Count Thulin told you about. Inside, you see one Uthgard with his griffin, the injured one that y'all really fucked up, that Chief Enola told to return to the castle. You do not see the other griffin, Uthgard. If you guys can put your tokens down here. Ping, 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 ping. I'll move a Bergie boy.
So I kind of have an idea about how to go in after her.
Alright, let's hear it.
So does anybody have any way to silence her?
Sleep, but I'm pretty sure
Well,
that's not gonna
you
work.
also have-
That is not gonna work.
You also have
BDSM Bergen pulls out a ball gag.
So
And
but
I
you
offer up
also
the drift
have-
globes I have. I'm like,
I mean, because I feel like we were told she's a formidable spellcaster.
Right.
If she can't
Indeed.
speak, she can't cast spells. Or if we have anything else, like Brendan, you do have something that might be just to hit her right out of the gate with, and maybe keep us from getting, because we're gonna have to deal with guards and all kinds of shit when we get there.
I mean, I could always. I don't know if it'll
slow?
work.
Yeah.
But I could
Or you
always
ta-
try
or you
for
talking about-
surprise banishment right out the gate and just be like, disappear.
This is not a bad one either. Slow was what I was talking about, Brandon. That's
Okay.
also not
This-
a bad idea.
Hypnotic pattern I also have, which would incapacitate her and bring her a speed of 0. But slow and hypnotic pattern are both wisdom saves of 14.
I see.
And
You can
between
banish
those
one
two,
of the guards too. See, like that's also not a bad. Depending on what we're trying to do, who we're trying to focus, what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think we need to focus on getting the dragon free. We get the dragon out, it helps us kill everything.
pretty sure he would. We go way back, knee high since a tree high.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because he was like a dwarf, wasn't he?
No, I got the fucking. Oh Christ.
Oh,
I think the offer still stands if anybody wants to. I can always, I'll burn it. Well, I hate to burn a spell slot for it, but I can always put invisibility on somebody.
Until they attack or use something, though, right?
Yeah, so really all it would do is give you an idea of what the room looks like, hopefully without being spotted, so you can
But
sort of
could
skip out a plan.
Could someone use it to free the dragon while everyone else fought Sensori?
I would argue that maybe one could still do that while everyone is fighting, without having to be invisible.
That's. I feel you.
Unless you wanted to do it like preemptively, like
No, I mean,
like while she's distracted with him, someone
I
could be
think it's-
invisible and go like boop boop, undo the chain or something, and then tail whip.
so many
Super
options. Do these Uthgar, are there Uthgar here? Did they try to stop us?
There is one Uthgar. It recognizes you, and it dips its head, and it says, I was told not to interfere with your business. I will not let them know that you are present.
What a bro.
That's a big old door. The dragon's that ways.
He nods his head.
Is she alone in there?
He shrugs.
Is she normally alone in there?
Says, she often interrogates alone. There are other creatures within there. None that I really recognize. One that is like a dragon, but much, much, much smaller. Another that is a lion, I believe. And
They are
third that is,
restrained too.
I believe they are in cages. Although sometimes she has tortured them as well.
I forgot she's gonna be in the room with the dragon. It's not gonna be like a thing where you can split up and like somebody go over here and try to cut it free. Because
I mean, I could
yeah.
take behind
torturing
her.
Potentially. We
Yeah,
could.
That was my one.
And if we can lock the door behind us.
Pandora's gonna be hidden the whole time anyway.
Yeah, that was my one thought is if you put invisibility on Pandora, if she could, I don't know if she can free the dragon, if that's possible, if it's giant size locks or, we don't know anything around that, but that she could get that done. But we really need to not get Sensory dead. We need her, we believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We believe we need her to access this item that we have.
Indeed, you know that she is the only person who can open her secret chest. Why does it sound dirty?
And we think it could have one of the shells in it.
Yeah,
And we
so,
need all of them.
As a thought, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it'll succeed, but I could go back to banishment because when they're on the other plane, it does incapacitate them for a determined amount of time.
Yeah. So do we do her and then kill the guards, or I guess?
I mean, the only reason I would think that might be because I think the guards are less formidable opponents, right? You clear the room, and by the time the banishment ends and she comes back, you now have a reasonable situation you're dealing with.
Oh man, I don't know. She comes back and wipes us. Maybe we keep the slow for when she gets back.
I have lightly discussed this in the past, but there could be a scenario where I could be on the same plane as her while she is incapacitated, potentially. In which case, I could create a questioning scenario. I don't know. I don't know how helpful that would be.
1v1 in her?
No, I would not want to fight, and I don't think she would be able to. My understanding of banishments, once they're on the plane, they're sort of, well, I think
So
if you're there, you're
the
on
way
equal
we talked
footing.
about it, if you're banishing her to the ethereal plane, and you blink to the ethereal plane, you two are on the same plane of existence. Y'all could interact as you could if you were both alone on the material plane. So you could cast spells, she could cast spells. Traditionally, banishment is they're sent to a no space. They're non-existent. Right. But from what we talked about, if you want to be in the same space as her, you would be able to interact as you could in person.
That would be trusting that she's not just going to completely nuke me, and then that's the end of it.
She doesn't.
The other thing we have to keep in mind is if she's a formidable spellcaster, I would consider counterspell in her arsenal.
Ooh, yeah.
Does anyone have counterspell?
You're probably.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that meta? I mean, have we ever faced anyone with counterspell?
Y'all have had counterspell used. I think either Azazel or somebody else used it.
It was the Frog Boy. Definitely used it.
Frog Boy definitely did. Frog Fighters.
So maybe not knowing the name of it, she may be able to just like dismiss our spells, dispel our magic.
I wish someone had a silence. Or your mez is not a bad idea, but
I mean, Bergen, we can use one of his gags that he keeps and try to get that on her.
And Joey, to what you said, I did check, and with Blink, it does specifically say exactly what you said, that like if you're on the same plane of existence, even if it's one that would traditionally, by the definition of the spell, essentially you would be in the same place, just in a different place, so you could still operate normally together somewhere else.
Which means you could question her, you could fight her, she could fight you, etc.
Right. You don't know how that's going to play out until you get there, and then you just hope.
Yeah. Accurate.
Man.
That's also a lot of ifs. That's depending on 2 spells to land.
While y'all are talking, y'all hear rather loud now another thunderous roar as the dragon screams from the next room. The cages around you rattle, which is impressive as they are quite large.
We gotta get in there.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
Not the first giants we've killed, I guess.
I ain't scared, no thing.
Here we fucking goes.
Our best chances.
Are you gonna Leroy Jenkins this? Please don't.
Follow me to glory, brothers.
Please do.
No, I guess we're gonna try and sneak in and get a.
The offer still stands. I will totally make her invisible and just be like, that gives you an extra advantage. Go in there and see if you can let the zoo free.
Yeah. Save the dragon.
That's the most like chaos rain thing I've ever heard.
And the lion and whatever else is in a cage. I don't care what they are.
We got
Maybe
the
they'll fight
lion,
each other,
the
maybe they'll fight
bitch,
her.
and the torture chamber.
Accurate.
She gets caught without us in there though. That's dangerous.
I mean, then we run in. She'll be like,
can
meow, help.
Dude, I rolled a 33 on my last stealth check.
Yeah, now you jinxed it, thanks.
Yes, that's what you're here for, not one.
No, if Pandora wants to go in first, I'm about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, even being invisible, you see a door open, you'll be like, WTF, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. Cause
Yeah,
20.
fair.
So we're gonna have
Okay.
to get like one of the Uth guards or something. Hey, go in and be like, dinner's ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
that's a
she
good
sneaks
plan.
in.
Agreed.
If you say this to the Uthgar shakes their head like, "We are not permitted within the chamber. If I come in, it will raise attention."
Could someone
Only-
not, like, ding dong ditch?
What a
And I sneak in when she opens the door?
That's a bold move.
to do that though. I think that would require us all to also hide while she opens the door.
Oh, definitely.
Be us out in the open.
Right.
Could y'all
Yeah.
throw rocks at the door? From a
I
distance?
do still have my magic stones. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I think they're probably gone now, actually.
so
I mean, it's a cantrip. You can
I
recast
can
it. if
play
you want
some
that.
music. Maybe make her wanna be like, WTF, mate.
Yeah, just
come
get her
open
to
the door.
and then
I
can
don't think
go.
we want to alert her that we're here, especially if I don't know.
I mean, you're
I guess
you're small. You're a small cat. Maybe there's just she's distracted torturing the dragon. There's a small crack that opens in the door. It doesn't take a lot for you to get in.
Well, I'm very quiet.
Are you gonna use
also-
the invisibility?
Stop,
I
pause.
think if she goes in by herself, like if we're not gonna try to follow her, maybe she does need to be invisible. See what she like. Just count enemies and come back, and then
That's
we'll,
exactly what I'm thinking. Just scout. You don't even have to really
Yeah.
do anything legit. Just see what the room looks like and let us know what's going on.
That we can do.
Or we can just run in and surprise her, get a whole round in.
I would
I would-
love to so much.
I would like to ready
But-
fireball as a reaction.
I will remind you that these doors are giant size, so it takes some effort to push them open. It's not
I mean,
like
we
a
got-
kick
we
down
got-
the door and run in.
Well,
We
how
got
big are the
6
doors? Is
people,
she
we'd be like,
is she small enough
They're
to fit through the keyhole?
they're at least 30 feet tall. You can't fit in the keyhole. Your arms can. Like it says, like for lockpicking, you guys can technically use your arms if you need to.
Wow.
I mean, I
Dang.
can move the doors.
It's like throwing an arm down a keyhole.
And it's just I don't think
Fuck.
I don't think I don't think moving a giant sized door is gonna be quiet. Like there's no stealth about that.
Right.
Unless we
So
time
the-
it with one of the dragon's screams.
Oh!
Mm,
That's a good
fucking
idea.
clutch idea. All right, Corbin will line up and wait, and like he wants to
All right.
push the door over. Yeah,
Action.
Okay.
push the door. over
Everyone,
and
put
crack.
yourselves in the position you expect yourselves for when this happens.
Alright, if
I want-
she's sneaking, we need to be out of vision.
yeah, I mean I'm thinking maybe I would get like here and just ask her to line up beside me because it's a touch spell and just be like as soon as that door creaks, just like boom, bolt.
Zoomies. Get the
I
zoomies.
I will.
Probably
will
have
tell
to help
you-
open the door.
The well, Goldbrand or Arc by themselves could probably open the door. It's
Okay.
technically it asks for an athletics check, but I would say canonically they're both really strong. I would allow that. Now Z, I will tell you that the cage does not conceal you entirely. You would probably get maybe advantage on a stealth check, but you're not blocked by any means.
It's
if that
tough. So,
alters that.
yeah, then I would
Also,
wanna
if
get,
you
like,
guys will-
on the wall.
Okay.
We're gonna be
Bergen, Arc, and Panny.
right here.
Why do I say that? The door opens
I
and
don't
crushes
use my
Bergen.
token, but I'm going with gold.
I can't move their tokens either. So do we want to open the same door, or do we want to try to crack the two
can't move
doors
it.
and maybe just
Yeah, I
leave
can't
them
move
there?
mine, but I'm going through.
I mean the way I thought about it was just you just need to crack wide enough for somebody to squeeze through. Maybe it's accidentally left ajar. Maybe she doesn't notice. I don't know. You see, because it doesn't be big. I don't think.
One door.
Goldbrand will
Um,
push the door open a crack and
So,
maybe leave
so right now?
it. No.
No, we're
Oh, okay. I was like, what? So I want to be clear on the plan before we proceed. The plan is to turn Pandora invisible, wait for the dragon to scream, crack the door open, send her in. Are you closing the door behind, or are you leaving it ajar?
I would not. I would try to leave it cracked just enough for her to
Same.
squeeze back through.
Same.
Personally,
Because if she has to, she can step in, look, step right back out. Depending on what it'll look like.
And it'll be that easier for us if she calls for us to run in.
Mm.
does anybody
That's
want to ready any reactions in case things go real bad?
Only if I can double my movement speed at no extra cost.
I would say you could ready an action, but if she notices, that puts you guys into combat. Like, there won't be...
Yeah, but she
Depending
don't
on
know
what's going on, you wouldn't necessarily get a full surprise round.
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I just don't know if that's happening either way, because we open the door, she's probably gonna notice us if we just do it blindly, so I'm not sure how much surprise you get either way.
I think it's more important to figure out how many giants throw her in there. She's probably going to be hard to kill, but if there's multiple, it's going to be rough because of how we're looking.
Yeah. I think the scouting mission's the play. I guess we could vote if you want. I don't...
No, how about it? No, yeah, we're going to leave the door cracked. I think
Okay.
everyone's agreed.
Z, you cast invisibility. Mark that spell off for me.
Go ahead and use it here.
Pandora, you had a 20. Because you're invisible, you're going to get advantage. So roll one more time for me.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to roll something over here.
Don't be rolling
Wait,
nothing.
I'll go ahead and roll.
You're not allowed to roll stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
play D&D.
I mean, damn.
You did jinx it. Jinxed it real good.
I've still got a luck point.
At least you can't see her.
Yeah, but it's an illusion. If she can
If you
see through it.
if you want to use your luck point, now would be the time. I'm not saying you need to. I'm not saying you should save it because you don't know what she's rolled.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, this is my last luck point, but I also want to make sure I get in here without causing problems. I'm gonna spend it to go one more time just to make sure I'm not seen. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. A few moments pass. And now that you're all at the door, you can hear muffled talking. Not enough to make it out. But you hear a woman's voice, higher. And after a few moments, an enormous bellow once again. Goldbrand grips the door, just barely pushes it open. Pandora, like a cat, squeezes through a space nearly impossible for a normal human and slips inside. I'm going to reveal this, and then I will read what you see, Pandora.
Oh, damn. Some shit going on in here.
Okay. Pandora. Within this damp dungeon, there is but a single light on the far side of the room, flickering dimly in this breezy castle. The first thing you see is that standing just a few feet from the doorway is a towering, pale, purple-skinned clown giant woman with a mantle of misty white hair that hangs about her almost as if a cape. Fine jewelry adorns her arms, exquisitely crafted armor that seems both practical and strikingly beautiful. And what little you can see of her face is covered with an iridescent mask woven of multiple precious metals, resembling the angry visage of a griffin. Within her grip is a 20-foot spear that shines with an unearthly gleam. She currently is bearing her full weight upon the dragon on the floor, covered in both fresh and dried blood. The golden eyes of this bronze dragon, by the way, I said this incorrectly last session, it is a bronze dragon, look on the woman with absolute loathing, and its maw, though muzzled, reveals bared teeth that are gritted in pain. 2 locked manacles bind the dragon's hind legs, preventing him from moving more than a few feet in any direction. He has a locked collar around his neck and a locked muzzle covering his snout. 4 locks total. Now, while you can't see it, you all know this to be Felgalus, the flying misfortune, as Zephyrus introduced him as. A moment passes where she pulls the spear from him, and his screams subside into whimpers. Pandora, what do you do?
I guess right now I'm just looking through the room. Is she the only like hostile? Is everybody else in like cages?
Now that you're scanning the room and taken away from the obvious presence, across from the dragon, stashed in the corner of the room, are 3 iron cages with bizarre creatures crammed within them. One appears to be an odd-shaped lion with a crown. Another... make an Arcana or a History check. Either or.
You see, I think both of mine are the same.
It's a manticore.
17. You recognize this as a wyvern. It has 2 legs, and its wings have hooked fingers on the ends of them. It is a large creature. It is bigger than you are, but it is not huge by any means. And in the 3rd cage, there seems to be runes set across the floor. And while it's difficult to make out, you see almost a faint face, as if a specter.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is. As the giantess pulls her massive spear from between the dragon's scales along its joints, you have a moment to act. Do you step out?
Yes.
Do you try to sneak in?
I think I have seen as much of the room. I would like to backtrack and kind of relay information.
Okay. I think invisibility for this instance lasts up to an hour.
Oh.
I stand corrected. Never mind. I thought it was a minute. So you know you have time.
Okay.
You step out back into the other chamber. Relay what you have seen.
Whisper train.
Whisper train is a very important distinction because the door is now ajar.
I do have message as well, if we need to utilize that at all.
So, do we just go in and gank her?
I mean, I can stay hidden and try and free things. If y'all want to, like, it looks like it's only her in the room for right now. If we want to go in there, I can be freeing creatures and like rallying them, I guess.
But then we
now,
have
when
to fight them too.
And when you make your first check, you will become visible.
Okay.
Now, that doesn't mean you're immediately revealed. You'll make another stealth check. She'll make another perception check.
Right. If she's even looking in my direction, if y'all turn her around, I can probably be stealthy enough.
Do we want her to focus on creatures or Fegalus?
Who do y'all want to free? Like,
4 locks
more importantly,
versus...
she's got 4 locks on the dragon, so that's gonna take me longer. But he's probably going to be the most amicable.
Is it advantageous to attempt to get to the cage closest to the door? Like, do you think there's less of a risk trying to get in that one versus on the other side of the room or further in the corner?
I mean, they're smaller cages, so...
I think too, and when she goes in to do this, we'll probably just go in to gank her. I don't see, because like as soon as she opens it, as soon as she makes a check and reveals herself, she'd be in there by herself anyway. So this is something she'd probably do like while we're mounting up an attack.
Yeah, that way she's focused on y'all and not me.
My thought would be if we wanted to actually create a genuine plan, dang, it would be tough because I was almost thinking if she could hide behind the cage and get one open, that creates a genuine distraction for us to go in and potentially have.
I will say she would know that the locks are on the front of the cages facing away from the wall, so she wouldn't be able to be behind it and unlock it.
Okay.
Per se.
That's why I was wondering if maybe just ganking her is the distraction. Because if it's just her and 5 of us, hopefully maybe. That's the thing. If she's like her brother, she will blip out of there, and we have to keep that that's a no-no. We could banish her and try to free the dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna
Ooh,
say in
yeah.
this scenario, knowing there's only her does create a scenario where banishment could make sense because that gives you that time to try and free the creatures before she
Yes. Go in, try
Okay,
to
I can
banishment.
do
If
that.
she passes the save, then guiding bolt.
So, pop banishment into chat for me. I think it's a minute, but I just want to be sure on that, just so y'all are aware of the.
I'm fairly confident.
full
that's
10
what it
rounds.
let me.
You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range of the plane existence. Must either Christmas
Charisma
saving throw or be banished.
Charisma save. Ooh.
Target is in a different plane.
Yeah,
1 minute has passed.
I think that's maybe better than Constitution or Strength though in dealing with
Probably better than con or strength, yeah. I guess.
Judging from your fight with Thelen, even though you didn't necessarily make him make all 4 types of saves, you know his con is pretty stout. You know that giants are strong as a pretty much a rule of thumb. So charisma is probably one of your better bets. Not her weakest suit, but probably better off than most others. I also
I love that plan.
All right, I'm gonna drop a couple of pictures in here just so y'all can see these motherfuckers. This is not a picture of Belgalis in this exact scenario, but this is a picture of an adult bronze dragon to give you an idea of scale. You'll also notice there's tints of
Scales.
green. There's,
Ooh. Pretty friend.
and here is a picture. This is not the book's picture. I found a better picture that I liked. This is Countess Sensori.
So you
Put
don't
me
think
in
I
for
can
scale.
seduce her, right?
Probably not.
No, judging
If you
by
tried,
her
I'm sure Rule
hobbies-
34 would have something up tomorrow, but no.
I'm sure her hobbies indicate that would not be a good time for you.
You don't know what Pandora's into. All right,
No, I think that's a good plan.
we're gonna play this through until you're exposed. So,
well,
what-
but I think
what's the
that's,
plan? Is Pandora trying to sneak in while invisible again, or are you immediately going in with banishment?
I think
She's still invisible for the
I
time
should
being.
take the
Leroy
advantage
Jenkins.
of
Yeah.
being sneaky.
I think we should banish her and try to free the dragon. And in the meantime, while she's doing that, we're gonna gather up where she left from and ready our actions to, when she comes
Yeah.
back.
If banishment fails, guiding bolt to the face.
Yeah.
Do whatever you gotta do. I know for a fact because I've seen Goldbrand use it that he has some type of spell that causes something to come from the earth and bind creatures. So that could be a potential thought
It's
if it's
not.
available.
It's mostly to stop things from flying, but
Okay.
And we're also in the sky.
well,
There's a-
yeah, I mean, meta it works, wherever, but
No, yeah.
roots sprout from the stone floors for some reason and grapple him down.
The biggest problem is Goldbrand's may be strong enough to grapple her, but that doesn't stop her from Misty stepping away or blinking away or.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big problem. That's why I'm hoping we're going to do a lot of damage when she lands.
I think it's just order of operations then if we just decide that we all want to go in at once and have her do the cages while I attempt to banish, and then if that doesn't work, you guys just know what the backup plan is, then
Yeah, we'll just rush her.
We just Leroy Jenkins her.
Yeah, no, we just at that point Goldbrand's like, fuck this.
Do the
Never mind. I was gonna have Bergen say something, but he rolled low, so.
I don't know. Bergen probably has some stuff that'd be helpful. But sad face, he doesn't have silence.
If only.
Bergen will pitch in. Pandora, while invisible, could try to undo a lock. And if she's spotted, we could go in with the banishment. If she's not, that might buy her more time to get them undone. Now, maybe while she's gone, she'll have enough time to undo all 4, and maybe even the 3 cages on the other side of the room. But that's, that
A
might
lot of
buy us a
steps.
couple extra moves.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna ask if we could use message works in such a way that you send a message and you can receive one back, correct?
Indeed.
Yes.
So we could, if we wanted to try to send her in, we could open the channel of communication in such a way, theoretically, that you proactively send a message and say, if you're spotted, respond.
Need
Uh,
like
It has
small
to be within
town.
a certain duration, I think is
Let
the
me
way it
see what it
works.
says.
Like, you send the message, and then they have to reply back immediately.
Okay.
I mean, it's a cantrip, so could we say that every 6
Pinging
seconds?
Just every 6
one
seconds. You
round?
could.
Like,
It's 120
good?
feet, is that right?
yeah, 120 feet.
Mm.
1 foot of stone, magical silence, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, 3 foot of wood blocks the spell.
The walls are thicker than 1 foot of stone. You would have to be
What?
positioned in the doorway.
Like, and still be hidden?
But if you're in the door,
You would have to make a check, but yes.
you would theoretically get
Yeah, that's it's a little risky.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna know.
I would let you make that check with
control.
advantage since you're mostly concealed, if that helps at all. But
Like, all I'm doing
there's
is
still
just
a chance.
every 6 seconds.
so like a more grave risk, maybe, to just in the middle of the door, like, please don't see me.
It's up to y'all. I kind of. I don't know. None of my plans are complete. As long as. I don't know. I think it's okay to lead with the banish. It would be nice if. Can Z ready his action that if or when Pandora is noticed, he can banish. Attempt to banish Sansory.
I don't like the way Joey's smiling.
You know what? At that point, if she's spotted, it doesn't matter if she makes a sound or not because she's been spotted. So just freaking yell. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was
Meow.
saying. I don't know if we have to do the
That's a good point.
message. Just be like, meow, help.
I will say, 2 people can prep an action in the doorway, like for when that happens. But I don't think I'm gonna let all 6 of you do it because you would still have to get in. You'll have to file in sort of one after the other.
Well,
So
Banishment
2 people
is
can
the
ready.
first priority.
Banishment is 1. Who's our second person and what are they doing? And then we're gonna start fucking doing shit.
probably needs to be a spell, and it probably needs to be something that's gonna like just bomb her out.
Yeah, I was thinking either damage because she's probably gonna pass a lot of checks.
I will also say that these spells will be cast simultaneously. So if
Ooh.
banishment fails, both spell or the other spell will, well.
If banishment passes, then the spell is useless after that.
Waste a spell.
Because it's it's tricky like that. Now one of you could ready a ranged attack, and if banishment doesn't work, you pop her. If it does work, your bullet is just wasted. But if you do a spell, then you risk losing that spell slot if the banishment does pass. But for 10 rounds uninterrupted, that might be worth it.
Yeah, it goes, say, ranged attack. Does Bergen still have a...
He has a crossbow. Well, he has a shooting mace too. I think a shooting mace does more damage.
I was looking for anything that might make her do worse on her save, and I don't see it.
I don't think any of you have Bane or anything like that, or Bless, or...
Bergen, Bergen has a bless. You have Bane,
Alright.
but you're casting banishment.
Is Bandora going back in?
Yes, guys.
Yes. She's
Yeah.
gonna go
Okay.
try to unlock the dragon. She's gonna holler if there's an issue.
Okay.
And then
Now
that's
there-
when banishment
Correct.
ranged.
There's 2 locks on the dragon's back legs. There's one on its neck, one on its muzzle. Which one are you trying to unlock?
I'm probably gonna go for the back legs first.
A little easier to hide. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So you come back in, make another stealth check with advantage.
All right. Let's see.
Roll well.
The cat dimensions. Questionable.
Banish time.
Oh man.
She rolled a 14, but she gets to add a +7 to it.
Wow.
So a 21 and a 21. I will say that because that meets, Pandora, I will let you roll a sleight of hand check to try to unlock the first lock. Sort of as you're being noticed. That does not pass.
Damn.
Alright.
You guys, the door creeps in. Pandora sneaks back, goes behind the dragon, is trying to work with the lock, and is not getting it. And as she fails, she poofs back into existence. Sansuri spots her. Pandora hisses. Z casts his banishment. What check is that? A 16? I'll roll this in chat. It's a charisma save. She gets to add a +3 to this. So she needs to roll. If she rolls a 13 or higher, she passes. So the odds are in your favor.
Barely.
All right. Oh fuck! Don't do that. Stop it. Oh god, my heart is pounding.
I heard it.
Oh!
The banishment does not work.
All right. I give up.
Your location is revealed. She sees you. Bergen, as he readied an action, is going to fire off a crossbow bolt. Kind of futilely at this point. Or not a crossbow bolt. He's going to go with the shooting mace, because that does more.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Man, and those weren't even, like, bad rolls.
It goes
You do
wide.
learn this. A 17 meets. So he does 15 points of damage. And when we pick up next week, we'll start with initiative. Pandora, I'm gonna put you. You're technically further back. You're like back here.
Gotcha. Right up.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep
excellent planning.
Probably trying to free this guy next week while y'all are doing your thing.
Yeah, Gobrun's gonna rush in there.
Well, I know it
Yeah,
takes
I
more
guess.
than a 17.
This is the saddest series of events I've ever seen unfold. Perfect plan.
The plan was excellent. I was hoping if y'all banished her and got Velgalis unlocked, that would completely change. Well, we would probably play it out tonight because that would probably spell her doom. But with that, my dudes, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We can certainly hope. Thank you guys again for joining us. I'm very excited to see how this unfolds next week. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to love one another. And is it Friday yet?
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Deuces.